sending audio now. Looks like this cool fucking song is playing in the background. It's super fucking cool. Alright.
You said it.
Alright, well, if he wants to come by, we're open for guests if you're fucking cool. We like cool guests here. I think this sounds good. I think volume looks proper. Better. All right. I mean, you know what? I want the music in the back that isn't this fucking garbage loop. And just have a nice wee little bed of music behind us. You know, the wee little bed of music that isn't this fucking song. Let's turn that off. I don't know. Let's do one of these playlists here. This feels so silent just here. Let's see. Any of these look cinematic? Would you like funky music? Let's go funky music.
You do like the funk.
I love the funk. Let's see the full playlist. Oh man, we are funky as fuck right now. So sick. Alright, cool. So that's on loop. Music was drowning you out. Oh, we have a guest, Steven. I'll lower the music. Hello. They were streaming before. I watched them for a little bit. They were making a brisket. I don't know their name, but that name there that says a lemon exami.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's what it says.
Braising brisket. That sounds
No, they were seasoning a brisket, and they're going to be smoking it later. Oh God, here they all come. So these are the people that were trolling me when I told you I was doing the test things, and I had all those trolls come in. They were hanging out. They were great. These are those folks.
Are they going to make fun of us?
I hope so. If they're not, what the fuck are we doing here? I'm just trying. Is the music too loud? Fan base, let us know. Lower this down here. I see this music's not good. I'm sorry, it's free. Loyal trolls. We love a loyal troll. Montreal smoked meat. Yeah, so they were rubbing brisket. I only saw 2 minutes of it because I turned on. What I did was I messaged Steve. This is Chef Steve Farley, everybody.
Hello.
And the music's loud? Fuck this shit. How's that? That should be better. That should be like mad low. That should be low. Low as fuck. Oh, you know what? I'm a fucking idiot. That's better. We just need a little something so you don't just hear me breathe. So this is the Hack Chef live show. This is Chef Stephen Farley.
Hi,
everybody. If I had my applause button, I'd hit it, but I don't. So.
And you just go by Hack Chef?
I guess, yeah.
Okay.
I don't think I've used my real name at all on here. So
I don't think I've ever heard you use your real name ever.
That's a good point. Ha ha!
Weirdo.
I'm a weirdo. So anyway, I went on Twitch earlier today, like you saw, I had it on upstairs.
You're an addict, we get it.
And I went on just to see what was going on, to check out the competition. And I saw this name, the Lemon Exami, and they came in that stream. And I was like, oh shit, it's them. And they were actually cooking. It was very cool. They were rubbing down a brisket for Montreal smoked meat, which they'll be smoking, I guess, at a later date. And then I saw these other names. This
dry brine, is that what they're doing?
It looked like they were dry brining it. I guess we could go watch their old video and you could learn more, but I caught them when they were wrapping it in plastic and putting it away for 8 days. And then they were making something and she splooged some kind of white cream all over her face, and then I left and I had to go set all this shit up.
Cum joke's always funny.
She had a cum joke. This name points. Try Kira, thanks. All right, I'm not just reading chat all night. We got fucking work to do here. I told Steve earlier to come to my house and come fucking play blind drinking and tasting games. Not in a gay way. But we're going to eat and drink, and I think you could see on camera what appears to be a block of cheese and some sad breadsticks.
Grazzini.
And Steve also has a large bag of goodness that he brought that we will be, I guess, blind tasting. We didn't really discuss this too much. I just said let's blind taste some shit. So, what are we doing? What do you want to do? We're drinking some white wine here.
We are.
We could talk about that. We're gonna stay food focused. That's why we're in food and drink. I think we're in food and drink. And we're just chatting. Should I change that? Fuck it. Yeah, we should change that to food and drink probably. It looks like we're in the just chatting channel. Does that make a difference? I don't know. Anyway, we're drinking some white wine. Steve, why don't you bust out that bottle and let's tell these good folks what kind of white wine we're drinking. Why don't you indulge us and let us know? Show the fucking people.
It's YOLO. It's from Matthiasen. Fine winemakers out there in California. And I believe this is a blend of Vermentino and Cortez.
Wow.
If I'm not mistaken.
It's not vodka, it's Cortez and Vermentino. It's very delicious.
Well, that's what those guys do. They take grapes that are not indigenous to California, specifically Italy. They take Italian grapes and they plant them in California. And
I think it's really good. It's crisp, it's clean, it's cheap too, I believe, judging by the screw top.
Yeah, I think it's and the very plain label. Yeah, I think it's a under $10 bottle.
If I had a button that I could hit and it would just start selling like buy, I would have that go on the screen. So just imagine that there's a big fucking buy.
Well, we may have a.
This'll help.
We may have
a cool music bit of
a Gary V lookalike joining us.
Is he gonna come? I hope he comes.
He was asking me if there's food.
There's fucking soup, of course.
That's exactly what I told him.
Good.
I told him there's soup.
Yeah, tell him to come. All right, so we're drinking this delicious white wine. My cup is getting empty.
Well, let's rectify that.
We could drink some more of this. Just do it on cam. We do it for the gram. It looks like everything should be sounding good. It looks like everything should be looking good from what I can tell. So we're drinking this white wine. It's very crisp and delicious. And if you see on the other camera that is right here, there's a cheese and a breadstick over there. Now, if we want to really do some compelling, great fucking content right now, why don't you try some of that cheese, Steve, and tell me about it, I guess. I don't fucking know.
Sure, Bill.
Yeah! And we could watch you cut into it there, too. So, Steve, no, keep it right there.
Oh, okay.
Unless you want to bring it over here.
No, that's fine.
Yeah, because it's on cam. So Steve's going to get up and cut that cheese. So the first thing I'm going to say is it's a little orb of cheese. It's a cheese I believe that you've had before. But how do you cut a little orb of cheese like that, Steve? How do you do it? And we're going to watch you do it. Making the cheese cam bigger. Hold on. Oh, a little schmear, thank you. Yes, we have Ritz crackers here for palate cleansing. Oh, yeah. So this cheese, I know what cheese this is. I know you've had this cheese. I don't know if you're supposed to guess it. I don't know if you're a self-proclaimed cheese expert, Steve, but...
I eat a fair amount of cheese.
For the sake of the bit, we'll just say you are. I know nothing is better content than watching someone slice cheese and eat cheese, and then going to listen to me eat cheese. So what we should do is actually probably one of us should eat cheese first. So why don't you eat it, Steve, and tell us about it, and then I'll chew mine aggressively.
It smells funky.
It's been sitting out for hours, because obviously a good cheese should be sitting out for hours. I hope everyone knows and understands that. It's got a little funk on it, and it's, well, I'll give you some hints, I guess, as we go on.
Smells like cow's milk.
Interesting. Interesting, yes.
Tastes Italian.
Oh, interesting.
Maybe that could just be... I shouldn't talk with my...
Yeah, talk with your mouth full. Everyone loves that. This sounds great with the background music, at least. Put your headphones on. It makes it feel less awkward, I think.
Okay.
How far back do we go? Someone asked about us. That's a good question. I've known Steve for a very long time. Probably about X years. We met in a bar through a mutual friend, and we're still doing it. Is that a good story?
2011, 2012, something like
I'm
that.
not good with dates, but that sounds right. It's been a while. Around Sandy era.
Indeed.
And we've known each other. We've drank and consumed many, many things. We've worked in food together, and we're here now. So we eat and drink a lot.
We still work in food together.
We still work in food together. We bullshit about food a lot. We have a lot of great opinions about food. Maybe we'll get in. Maybe we could watch some food videos later and shit on people.
We could do that.
I think that's fun. If this fucking blind tasting starts going downhill, which it fucking may.
I was hoping for the blind taste, we would have our friend sitting here in between us with a blindfold on.
Well, we can get a. That would be great. If he comes, we could set that up.
And we would feed him things, because he's a very peculiarly palated lad, and he's also hilarious.
Yes, he will come. Those are grissini next to the sticks. Those are grissini breadsticks, which are pretty plain, and the Ritz crackers are also pretty plain. So, Steve, any guesses on the cheese that you said? You said cow's milk. You were accurate. It's definitely like probably peak, if not past peak ripeness. Let me get in there and see. Oh wow, that smells like.
I didn't get any real ammonia on it.
No, it's like probably just about right. Yeah, you want some ASMR when I bite into that. Just creeps like that. I told you there's weirdos that like listening, and AMSR is I don't even know what it stands for. You know what it is?
I don't.
It's that weird thing where people like hearing like bags open and like weird shit on the internet. You never seen that?
No.
I'll fucking pull up a video for you later. People buy enhanced special mics and anything like people who go like and love hearing. I swear to God, people love hearing that. You laugh like it's a fucking joke, dude. I'm telling you, people like. I'm assuming pay to do that. What's your favorite wine, Steve? Someone's asking you.
My favorite wine. I have a bottle of Walla Walla Syrah at my house from Sleight of Hand that I really, really like. It's called Funkadelic. Speaking of the funk, that's a dynamite wine. Single vineyard Syrah.
I love Syrah.
Mm-hmm. We had a bottle of Syrah last night, didn't we?
We did.
The other night?
Among many other ones.
Yes.
Great. Well, this is really fucking delicious cheese. Better than I thought it would be.
So,
You've had this before, and you were accurate with your cow's milk.
was I accurate with the country of origin?
What'd you say?
I said Italy.
It is not Italian.
Okay.
It is domestic.
Okay.
It is a domestic product from Vermont.
Vermont. Yeah, I don't know what it is.
It's washed in cider, Shaftesbury cider. It's made in Vermont. Cider washed, Bloomy Rind, traditional rennet, 4-ounce wheel. It's the Hartwell. You've had the Hartwell.
Yeah.
It's delicious.
I'm a
I don't think I've ever had it that ripe.
Yeah.
Because that's eating really good right now.
I'm a huge fan of Shaftesbury.
I feel like last time
I think I was wearing a Shaftesbury t-shirt today.
You might have been. I wouldn't know. But
When I was woken.
Am I dissing on creeps that like ASMR? No, I just think it's creepy. You're allowed to like whatever the fuck you want. I just think that's an odd thing. Remind me to pull up an AMSR video later. We'll do that. Let me just cue it up so we can talk about how creepy that shit is later. I mean, not creepy, normal. Don't want to insult our viewing audience here. See, here it is. ASMR. Autonomous sensory meridian response. People get euphoric tingling and relaxation that comes when people watch certain videos or hear certain sounds. It's very interesting, to say the least. So that cheese was delicious, and you kind of guessed it. I guess that's very compelling content.
I have a delicious beverage I think would go better with it than this.
Oh. Well, let me fucking take this one down. It's becoming a drinking show. Should I look at this first, or should I wait? Should we blind that?
Sure.
I was just guessing. I mean, I'm trying to make content here. We don't have to blind it.
Say content again, Bill.
Content. You don't want to do a blacklight sweep on this couch. That's a good question. This couch has seen some activity. This is an old couch. Now that you say that, I'm actually thinking about how old this fucking couch is. Wow. We might need...
Have you dropped a load or two on here, Bill?
This couch has seen, I think, a lot of activity from a lot of different people. Not just me.
You didn't have this in the apartment, did you?
Yeah. This is my first couch. Wowie. If this couch could talk. All right. So we're crushing this YOLO wine. I got to say it's pretty good. I mean, it's a light crisp wine if you like that. Yes, these are all license plates of cars that I've stolen. I stole all these vehicles. That's what they are.
I don't like the cheese so far away.
I'm sorry. Well, bring it here. Fuck it. That camera is just live. You could show it. That's all. Put it there. Move your whatever. Yeah, or here. Fuck
put it here so we can add it.
Fuck it. We're gonna eat it. We're gonna move the camera next time. We can actually move the camera now. This is America. Or maybe put the bottle over there.
Eat it.
Maybe put the bottle for drinking in the camera view so people can see the bottle. That's probably smarter. Closer. Closer. There you go. That's good enough. That's good enough for these fucking people. ASMR chewing on a mic. It's kind of gross. All right. So this cheese is super funky. It's super bloomy. It's very brie-like, but it's got like an asshole quality to it, a good way. You know what I mean? Like a good cheesy funk. I like it. Again, I've eaten that cheese a lot, and I think.
Are you calling this cheese fecal?
It's got a little like fecal vibe, but not in a bad way. I dig it. I'm liking it.
Like not properly washed chitlins?
Oh boy. That's disgusting. I don't want any more of that cheese now. Fucking me up. Okay.
This beverage goes much better with the cheese.
All right. So we're going to blind me on that now since I almost grabbed the bottle. I think I know what it is, but I'm not sure. This is just becoming like a chug your drink show.
You can take that down. Let's go.
This is dangerous.
Let's go. It's not dangerous. Attaboy.
Shots.
Give me that.
Is this wine pairing with cheese or real? Well, we're trying to explore. That wine that we just had, that YOLO wine, which you could see in the wine cam, doesn't really go well with the cheese. I think it's almost too acidic, that wine. And also, like my wine teacher told me back in college, which I've told you.
Was that Francis?
No. Francis was a friend of my wine teacher. My wine teacher, who was from France, she was the chick that you hire if you're opening a winery to look at your soil, smell it, and tell you what you need to do to it. She's fucking mad French. She thought that cheese and wine was for fucking rubes. She's like, if you're trying to taste wine, cheese blocks all of the lipids, cover your mouth so much you can't taste wine. And I was like, this bitch is crazy. I'm in college. Cheese and wine is what you do. And then she, tested us on it, and I was like, oh, she's right. It's like, I can't taste shit when you eat cheese.
Well, secret number one of this beverage is that it's not wine.
Oh. Well, if you want, you could put the beverage on the cam, and I won't look because I can't really see it there. So you could put it there so the people at home can see it. And I'll look this way. So this is not wine. It's a good start. I'm going to smell it, and I'm going to try to guess what it is. Smells like apples. Smells like an apple orchard. On the nose, I'm getting pectins. I'm getting sweet, sweet trees. I'm getting spring breeze. On the palate.
Did you say spring breeze? You fucking hump.
On the palate, I'm getting Normandy. I'm getting stones, granite.
You've had this beverage before.
Is this the Normandy cider from France?
There's a lot of ciders from Normandy.
The one in the green bottle with the red label that I almost looked at?
There's a bunch of ciders in green bottles from Normandy.
Is this the DuPont one?
Yes.
Yeah, this is really good.
The Etienne Dupont.
That's it.
Cidre
Etienne.
Bouche Brut.
It's so good.
It is. These later vintages are a lot different than the ones that we were drinking when we were drinking this all the time.
This is so good.
It's a lot less sulfuric on the nose. It's a lot less barnyardy, but it's still super delicious.
It's so good. It has like it literally tastes like you're biting into like an uber crisp ripe apple. It's really, really delicious.
Yeah, these are all. This is the 2018 vintage. They're all naturally fermented. They just harvest the fruit, press it, let it sit, wait till it ferments, put it in a bottle, wait for years, then release it.
Yeah, look that up and drink that. That's really good.
It is really good.
I hope you could see that label. I legit showed you that because this is, if you've never had anything like this, you should seek this out and drink this. This is fucking phenomenal. 5.5%, pretty low too.
It's a session cider, Bill.
Certainly is. It tastes so good. Pretty low. I mean, it's naturally fermented, so it's all low in sugar. 100% pure apple juice, no bullshit. And it's got a year on it, so they're making it every year, so it's different every year, which is beautiful as a vintage. God damn, is that good? That goes.
It's also much sweeter than it used to be.
It's sweet, but it's not like sugar sweet. It's
No.
It's apple sweet.
Indeed.
It's like that's why I said it's like a ripe apple, and you do get like those stone vibes of like. It just has like a minerality to it because it tastes so natural. It's so good. It's also French apples, which is probably decisively different than American apple cider.
I've taken like a couple bottles of these got returned at the restaurant, and I reduced them all the way down and made a really dynamite vinaigrette out of it.
Who would return that?
Dopes.
I mean, you have that on your menu at the restaurant,
I've had it on the menu for years.
and people show up and go, "Oh, I like apple cider," and then someone brings them that bottle, they pour it, they smell this, and then they drink it and go, "Oh no."
I'm wondering if they tamed down the kind of funky sulfuric nose
It
on this.
definitely used to be much more funky.
I'm wondering if they tame that down. I don't know how you tame that down because I'm not a cider maker.
It might be year to year. Could just be.
It's been like this for the last few vintages.
Well, I'm liking it still. I'm not mad.
Me too.
I think it's still better than most American ciders I've had outside of like the Premier, Chacksberries, and it's other place that's up in like Michigan.
There's a bunch of them. J.K. Scrumpy is in Michigan.
Fuck J.K. Scrumpy.
They make pretty good stuff.
I just don't like the name.
It is it's a cider company.
I got that banging red cider in the fridge outside with those Swiss
that
apples.
Washington State one.
That shit's so good.
Where'd you get that one?
I bought that years ago.
Yeah, where'd you get that? Oh, you got it from me. That's right.
Oh yeah, you. You almost choked on my Ritz.
That's where I was going.
I thought so. I was like, did I get it from Steve? Is he setting me up for a fucking wiffle balling? Drink more. Well, we're here. Is it hot in there? No. We missed anything on chat? No. You degenerates. Anyway, so that's a delicious cider. I seriously recommend that you guys drink that. This cheese is delicious. It's the Hartwell cheese. If you've never had that, go to your local cheesemonger. Google Hartwell cheese from Vermont. It's from Jasper Hill. It's delicious. They wash the rind in cider. So what a great little fucking round that we did there. We had some fucking wine that was like a really low energy white wine that was like super tasty. Into a cider washed cheese.
Perhaps I'll text our friend and tell him when he gets here to wait the fuck upstairs, and I'll go up there and blindfold him and then bring him down here.
Oh, okay. I'll have to get the other mic up.
Oh yeah,
Which I have. I could do. It's 2 clicks away. Tell him to bring in his headphones if he has it. Where the Cheez-Its at? Let me tell you a little something about Cheez-Its.
that's the greatest snack that's ever made.
Cheez-Its are up there on my list of greatest snacks ever made. But there's a secret to Cheez-Its, Steve, and I don't know if I've talked to you about this. Cheez-Its are good. White cheddar Cheez-Its. Have you had those?
I keep it real with the original.
Yeah, they're not that great.
If I'm going Cheez-Its, I know there's a million different kinds now. I just want the real orange Cheez-Its.
Hold on, Steve. Let me stop you right there. What's the best part about a Cheez-It to you?
Are you going to tell me that the burnt edge ones are the ones that are the best?
I'm going to tell you that the best Cheez-It is a burnt edge Cheez-It. But if you purchase the hack box that says burnt Cheez-Its, no. You got to buy the reduced fat Cheez-Its. Because it's the same nutritional content. I don't really know why they make these, because I guess there's less fat. It's like one.
I'm going to guess they make it for rubes.
It's 1 gram less fat. It makes no difference. The contents are the same. I've looked at the ingredients. They're like just about the same.
Possibly eat a real Cheez-It. I need the reduced fat.
But the reduced fat ones, the ratio of actual burnt ones is much higher than a normal box. And they're a little less greasy. I think they just take a little oil out. It makes for a better Cheez-It. It's cheesier, more burnt ones. The box that says burnt is like artificial. It's not good. They're not great. Get the reduced Cheez-Its. Reduced fat Cheez-Its or get the fuck out. That's what I say. You got to trust me on that. Bank me. Trust me. Trust the hack chef. Get your reduced fat Cheez-Its and call me in the morning.
Have you ever taken a Cheez-It and put it in a food processor and did a simple breading with it? On, say, a chicken cutlet?
No, I would. I just think if I had a box of Cheez-Its, it doesn't make it long once it's open. I think I just eat it.
You should.
It sounds really good. Because a fried Cheez-It sounds fucking delicious.
It is.
How confirmed. How highbrow is the stream? We can go very, very high immediately and then hit the e-brake really hard and go to Cheez-Its. We could start talking in great depth about Chateaubriand and fucking Barrel Blancs if you'd like. But I don't think we're going to do that. Spicy Cheez-Its with nacho spray cheese? Come on, dude. What is nacho spray cheese? I love spray cheese. Easy cheese?
I do too.
I love it. But I've never seen nacho spray cheese.
We have it in the house because we're using it to
I always have it.
muzzle train
it's good for dogs?
our Foster. Yeah, you put a little cheese in there and then they stick their snout in there when they're afraid of the muzzle. It's a good technique. And I got in trouble for eating all the...
She's saying, or someone's saying that there's nacho flavored cheese. I didn't know there was nacho flavored spray. I've never seen that. I've seen Easy Cheese brand, which is the only brand. I've tried the off brands. They don't work. Easy Cheese brand, the orange cap, which is the sharp cheddar, which as far as I'm concerned is the only one. There's a blue cap, which is American, I believe, which is rare, but not good. And then there's a brown cap, which is bacon and cheese flavor.
I've known you all these years. I never knew what a degenerate canned cheese eater you are.
I love canned cheese. But on the topic of canned cheese, I have something to it's a giveaway. I have something to blind test you on. I think I brought down here. I thought I did.
Should I blind myself with a Grissini while you go fetch it?
I'm going to go get it. All right, I'll be right back. Entertain the people.
I wish I had my glasses so I could read the chat. So I'm pretty confident that Bill is going to fall and ruin everything right now. Because he's got his feet are too big for his body and he's powerfully clumsy. My favorite dish. Hold on. My favorite dish is typically the most recent one that I've come up with. And, you know what? My favorite dish that I've had recently is that goddamn delicious bowl of soup that Bill made that I just had moments before.
Thank you, buddy.
And typically Bill would go, "You're goddamn right, it's the best one. It's mine."
It's true.
Because he's awful.
Yep. Take compliments well.
He's the worst. But yes, just something. What does that say? Yeah, big feet indeed. It's the only thing big on him.
That's not true.
Fuck it. I would say I've been making this pasta dish of late that people really like.
I love pasta.
Ground sausage, sweet Italian sausage, and Calabrian chilies, and roasted squash, honey nut squash.
Yeah.
Vegetable stock. Shell pasta, like a conchiglie pasta.
Oh, keep talking.
butter,
Hmm.
Parmigiano Reggiano. That's really the dish.
I'd eat that.
Porky, sweet squash, chili, not a lot of sauce, perfectly cooked pasta.
Is there tomato in it?
Nah. Well, there's a little tomato in the vegetable stock.
I love pasta so much.
Me too.
Okay, so in my hand, I have a product I'm going to blind taste you on now.
Okay.
And also, truth be told, I've never had this.
Okay.
I'm going to eat it with you because I'm curious what it tastes like. I think I know what it's going to taste like, but I want to see. You may have had this. I don't know. But we're going to try it together.
I'll hold a cracker.
You don't have to hold it. I could do it. Just close your eyes so I could unveil it. Or look the other way or something, yeah. So I'll show the audience if they've ever seen this.
Mm-hmm. Is that ciabatta attacking a chicken?
Okay. So I think everyone has seen what it is. Okay. Now I'm going to open it. You have your headphones on. You can listen to it open. Oh boy. All right. Now, allow me to apply the cheese to your cracker. Nice little dollop. There you go, sir. You could, if you've had this before, you probably know what it looks like in the jar. It is a jarred cheese. Never had this?
I've had good
Now-
cheese in jars before.
I've smelled this cheese. I smell this cheese. I know exactly what this is going to taste like, and it makes me excited.
It's super cheddary.
Uber cheddar. I know exactly what this is, and I'm so happy I purchased this.
It tastes like the cheese that was in the cheese and cracker snack pack with the little red schmeary spoon.
That was my exact thought when I smelled it, and that must be what Kraft Old English spread is. Because, dude, I looked at this, and this was next to the port wine cheese and shit in the store, and I've seen it before, and I was like, what the fuck is Old English spread? I said, fuck it, I'm getting it. Because what if it's like a magic cheese ingredient? It could be amazing. And the second I put it on the thing and smelled it, I go, yep, that's the cheese and crackers spread.
That would be a problem at my house.
This is exactly that cheese. I love garbage. I love fucking cheese that tastes like assholes, like that Hartwell.
Yeah,
and I love this garbage cheese.
Hot garbage.
This is literally the exact cheese that they use in the little cheese and crackers with the red stick. You know what I'm talking about, y'all? Does anyone out there know what I'm talking about? That's exactly what this is. You should buy this immediately at the store.
I'm going to cleanse my shite cheese palate with this delicious fig.
Put this over on the fucking cam so people can see it. Otherwise, I'll eat the whole thing with a spoon. I'm going to eat the other end of this fig, and then I think we should get into some beverage. Look at this beautiful fig. This looks like a...
I love a self-focusing camera. That's mildly sensitive.
Oh, yeah.
You're equating the look at that fig to a hoo-ha
Not too sweet.
regime. No, it's actually a little disappointing in its lack of sweetness.
It tastes like a green pepper. It's still good, though. I don't know. It's fresh.
It was a little needs a little honey or something on
Let
it.
me cleanse my palate with this dry-ass breadcrumb stick.
You have any more of those ones with the sesame on it?
Should I have those? No. Oh, I did, but no, I don't have any more. Those are good.
Those are more of a breadstick.
This is blank. This is a blank thing to clear your mouth. I mean, this music makes me feel like I'm reviewing like a new camera or unboxing it on YouTube for fucking people. But this is what you get with free music that you can play without getting your stream shut down. Thanks for joining everybody who's here. We're going to continue to eat and drink. What are we drinking next, Steve? Or is there more of that cider left?
There's plenty of cider left.
And we're going to have a guest soon. Is he coming? Confirmed? We're going to have a special guest here, guys. We're going to have a third on that. Third mic. Exciting.
Yeah, he's coming.
Oh, what's his ETA? Ish.
I don't know. 15 minutes ago was an hour.
Oh, all right, we got time. We'll take a break and then come back.
Yeah.
That's fantastic. We have a special guest tonight. How amazing is that?
Give me a glass.
I'm very aroused. All right.
Well, Jason's very handsome. I'm not surprised.
It's not that handsome. All right, guys.
If you find a Belarusian wine lord handsome, you'll find Jason handsome.
Belarusian wine lord. It's really good. Shout out to Gary V. Hey, everyone who's watching.
He's not as
we have a phone
inspiring.
number. He's definitely not. We have a phone number here that I don't know if you could read it, but we can take your calls. You tell us if it's a lady when he gets here. We don't assume genders in this house. We have a hot phone line that you can call in, 843 Rebel TV, and the phone will ring and you will be on the air. Don't forget that cool fucking bit. And that's how we expect to get all the people to come watch. Troll us on the phone. This cider is super delicious. It is lacking a little bit of that funk now that you say it. Like, it's bothering me, but it's still really good.
It is super delicious. I'm missing that funk a little bit.
Kind of makes
It's not going to stop me from drinking because it's delicious.
kind of makes me sad, but
It feels more streamlined. Feels like it's a little bit more corporate, man.
nothing worse than a corporate cider.
You know what I'm saying?
You're really killing my taste buds on this now.
Well, I got a couple of other delicious things in here.
Okay. Well,
Because, the Belgian kid is about to join us.
I have an idea. I'm going to pull up. Is it a she-man? I don't want to speak for it. It could be whatever. Are there any good food videos that we should watch and shit on? I feel like that could be a good 15-10 minutes or so.
One of my friends is going to be on Gordon Ramsay next week.
Oh, yeah? Which Gordon Ramsay show?
The new one where he comes into your restaurant, he shits all over you, tells you what an asshole and loser restaurateur you are.
Isn't that... I thought that's all of them.
And then, and then you come in the next day and,
Curse him off.
yeah, he takes the $100,000 worth of decorations that you put in there and paint, work, and heart. And
Throws it all down.
before you
Fills
know,
it with IKEA garbage.
yeah, before you know, you're selling quesadillas and sliders. That show.
Oh, man. This bitch is watching Gordon Ramsay right now.
Scottish cunt.
I like Rat Gordon. I call him Gordon. I know him. I like Gordon.
Your boy Gordo.
I like Gordo.
Were you playing football with him the other day?
Ah, we go back. We kick around the old black and white. Yeah, I don't mind Gordon Ramsay. I watch a show, on my free TV platform I watch upstairs. There's a fucking... It's some old show where he was cooking for a Thai royalty or something, and he was actually, humbled. He wasn't being humble, but he was humbled because he fucked up a dish and was talking about it. It was the only time I've ever seen him be
Did they scold him in front of all his peers?
No, they were of course like, this is fucking great. He cooks like a fucking Thai chef. But he was like, this fucking line. He's cooking on a boat and he's like, it's fucking so tight here. Fuck, I can't roll the fucking mangoes right. He was losing his mind and getting very annoyed, which you don't see him lose his cool. He was obviously playing it up a little bit, but it was old. This is old as fuck. So it was which means it's 7% legit.
I can't imagine he conducts himself like that.
No.
If there's not a camera on him.
No, he's probably a proper professional. I'm looking for a good video of some dopes that we can rip on. And this, I don't know anything about this video, but something tells me this is going to be good. So we're going to shut down this fucking pan flute that's on the mix. We're going to pull up this.
Hi, my name is Brian Wasik, and this is my brother Brad. Say hi, Brad. Hi, Brad. How you guys doing? And we're here in our family's cheese shop. We've been here for 30 years, so we'd like to welcome you to the store.
Pull up the audio a little bit.
In this business back in the early 60s. Brad and I were both raised here, basically raised in the back room, unloading cheese trucks, and now we work on the cheese counter.
This is good.
Just about every day.
This is going to be great.
And
all right, let's just pause it for a second. So it looks like we are in a cheese shop.
there's not a whole lot we don't know about cheese.
This guy says there's nothing that he doesn't know about cheese. He's a professional.
So,
30 years they've been doing this. He's a cheesemonger.
He looks like he knows cheese.
They're brothers.
He's been doing it for 30, or his family has. Let's go to the top. Let's make sure we're
Hi,
good.
my name is Brian Wasick, and this is my brother Brad. Say hi, Brad.
Hi, Brad. How you guys doing?
And we're here in our family's cheese shop. We've been here for 30 years, so we'd like to welcome you to the store.
This guy, judging by his head, probably used to be a fucking trader on Wall Street, lost his job, and now he moved back, and he's fucking slinging brie on the side. And he's like, I'll start a video series. This is going to be great.
Father started in this business back in the early 60s.
See?
Brad and I were both raised here, basically raised in the back room, unloading cheese trucks, and now we work on the cheese counter just about every day. And there's not a whole lot we don't know about cheese, so
I can tell.
You're in good hands with us in the cheese department.
He knows more about cheese than
in our
speaking
business.
English
We sure do
language.
drink a lot
That's
of
for
wine
sure.
with our cheese, so we know what we're talking about when it comes to wine as well. Although
Among other things.
there you go. So without anything further, Brad's going to tell you a little bit about what we're doing here today.
3 rules. Here, guy, here we go. These are the 3 rules. I've never watched this video in my life. I feel like this is going to be really good, though.
You know, these are just 2 nice brothers
Of course, they're very nice. 3 rules, though, Steve.
running their own family business.
There's no reason to shit on them whatsoever.
No reason at all to shit on them. They seem like nice fellas.
Well,
We
today
shall
I guess
shit
we're
on
going to
them.
discuss the 3 steadfast rules in cheese and wine, or cheese and
He's slowly realizing that he couldn't be the fucking quarterback he wanted to be coming out of state. Look at his fucking neck.
beverage pairing. To take you quickly through them, then we'll describe them more in detail as we go on.
All right, let's do it. Come on.
Local with local. Something from, we're going to discuss a cheese from the Loire Valley and a white wine from the Loire as well.
Loire Valley.
Another rule would be strong with strong, light with light. So you're going to have lighter cheeses with lighter wines, stronger cheeses with stronger wines. And I guess the third rule is every rule can be broken. There are no rules, and we'll get into more of that later.
I'd rather not.
I like
So
to pet
we're
his
going to start
jib.
right here. Actually, Brad, do you have the Loire? White
Absolutely.
to pour? We're going to start with Anjou, a wonderful, light, crisp, high-acid white wine from the Loire Valley, almost a Sauvignon Blanc style.
Almost a Sauvignon Blanc style.
And we'll swirl.
His fucking head looks like my face. What is this?
Flavor saver.
Yeah, he's got a flavor saver in his fucking head. I don't think we're going to get any more content out of these guys, though. They're pretty dull. They also don't have any opinions. I can't just make fun of his head all night.
My only real critique of these guys is he should definitely get rid of that little tuft on his.
This fucking thing, this thing on his head is
Yeah,
atrocious.
he should just whack that thing off.
What is that, dude?
Embrace the.
Just fucking get rid of it all. You look like a Bastianich brother or
It's
something.
a desert island on his.
That's
on his scalp.
atrocious.
10 minutes for our pal.
He'll be here in 10? Oh, wow.
He drives fast.
We're going to have... Is Mark coming?
I don't know.
Well, we should move the cheese since this is where he's going to sit, I guess.
We should probably take 5.
We should take 5, go. When you get here, we'll cut it. All right. No. Fuck this video.
I'm sorry I couldn't get on board with the shitting.
No, I wanted to shit on them. They're boring. It wasn't really entertaining. Well, it's exciting to have a guest soon. Put this in my headphones. Music's really not good.
Does that say Scandinavians?
What is that? Scandinavian. Yeah, it does. Scandinavians. I think what's even better is we were watching the video. We didn't even put the video on the TV. We're idiots. You guys, you're really watching a professional stream right now. Just so you know. This is pro shit. All right. We got to make sure our friend who's coming is a big fan of all things hops and IPAs and double IPAs. We need to make sure to try him on something good. You got him covered?
I don't actually. I brought very Belgian friendly things for my pal.
I have something in the fridge that we could try him on. That's exciting.
That is exciting.
We'll get him in the middle. Mike right there for him. He'll be good. He doesn't have headphones. He'll be missing the sick pan flute. That's about it. Tell him to bring in headphones if he has them. This is great. This is fantastic. We're going to have a special guest soon. Really exciting. We should think of a way to play a game with him or something. We're gonna blind taste him on stuff. We could talk about it now before he gets here. Which is
Yeah, I
great.
think we should.
What do you got? You got anything
Well,
great?
I've got some decent things. I've got two.
You want to blow this secret to no one who's watching?
Is there no one here?
There's like two people, two people. I don't know.
All right.
They don't give a fuck. They just want to watch us laugh and drink.
Well, I have the figs.
Okay. They taste like green pepper, so that should be interesting.
Well, that one tastes like green pepper. It doesn't mean this one is.
Fair.
And then I brought some pumpkin seeds.
Ooh. Tricky you.
And I brought some black lentils that I made today.
Oh.
And I brought American Saison, and I brought a Belgian Saison.
Do we have blindfold? I guess is a better question. We could make some.
You know what I think would be a great blindfold?
What's that? The terrible towel that's on the wall that he gave me?
That would not fit around his gigantic fucking head. There's no way that would
That's a
make it
good
around.
point.
But perhaps you have something long from his favorite band that you could tie around his face.
Oh, I really do. In fact, I have just the thing. It's funny you say that. I have a terrific thing now that you say that.
Yes.
Beautiful. It's fucking great.
So yeah, we'll clear the deck.
Yeah. We'll get ready to go.
And we'll come back.
And then we'll come back. All right, everybody. We're going to take a breather. We'll be back in, 10, 15 or so.
I'm Liz from
There we are. Great. I don't know if our audio is just on that whole time, but it's okay.
Doesn't matter. Nobody's listening.
No, it doesn't matter. All right, so let's turn off this garbage bed of fucking motivational music and let's watch this pig. This is called Impossible Foods Pork First Taste at CES 2020. You know CES is the trade show.
Consumer Electronics Show?
Yeah, you know all about
Why
it.
is there food at an electronics show?
CES is like massive. They have all kinds of shit there. So I was going through the news the other morning and I saw that this video was here and I watched it and I was like, oh God. And it's funny. It's entertaining, one, because they go over the impossible pork. And then it's funny for two because it's really not a great video.
And 3, it's not an electronics show. Oh, Jesus.
Technology. Well, Chef Steve Farley's joined us. Steve, maybe you want to join us for this video session. Look at the clear that off. Put it there. Well, he took your glass, I think.
No, he gave me one.
Oh, I didn't know I had 2 of those. Well, fuck me then. All right, let's just get into this one.
I'm Liz from The Verge. I've been a vegetarian for 20 years, but today I'm going to
Doesn't look like a vegetarian.
You said exactly what I was going to say. Who? I wouldn't believe it, Elizabeth.
eat pork. So we're here at CES in Las Vegas, where Impossible Foods is introducing 2 new kinds of meat. One is soft.
Number 1, look at this menu. What do you think about that menu? If you're at CES and they hand you this menu, what would you say?
Give me a different menu.
I'd be like, how am I supposed to taste your pork? Everything is.
Okay, it's covered in.
Everything's covered in shit.
Yeah, alrighty.
The katsu's the only thing because it's like a fried cutlet.
Sausage and one is pork. So for most of human history, meat has been associated with wealth and really desirable. But lately, people have been really concerned about, the effects that meat has on human health
I don't
and
know
the
anybody
environment.
concerned.
No.
So Impossible Foods thinks it has a perfect alternative. Like, this is supposed to taste like meat,
Looks like
but
ground
it's
meat.
made out of plants.
It's impossible
This
pork.
looks like a little like ground meat. It's
I mean, that does look like ground beef. Looks
Yeah,
like
with
it,
like onions in it.
it looks like bad ground beef. I have not. This is at CES. The ground pork just came out. We're watching the video for it, but you can't hear it because we only have so many headphones.
Well, you can have my headphones. I don't need to hear it.
Well, you need to hear it. Someone needs to hear it.
it's pink.
I'm familiar with the
and
Impossible.
Yes, well, this is their
texture
pork.
kinda
How they do.
And this
looks like maybe
vegetarian
like a
is
chunkier
doing the review
hamburger.
for us.
One of the things that I noticed while eating it is that it's pretty juicy.
It's
and
very
you can sort of
juicy,
see
she's
some of
saying,
the
Steve.
oils in the pan.
Nice
It's
wok.
definitely sizzling. So
Should
it
season
definitely
the wok
changed color,
perhaps a
and
little bit.
the
Nice little
brownie
cutlet
seems to be
there.
replicating
I mean, it
meat,
looks
but
like-
you can
it
definitely
looks like
see
it's
the
cooking
areas
like
where
meat.
it's like gotten a little bit more cooked in
Why
the
is
same
it
way
that
that you
shape?
might like with
I
a
don't know.
barbecue or something.
That doesn't look good. I've never seen meat do that. That's very grossly juicy.
So we're gonna do some
They put,
investigative journalism now.
Investigative journalism, she
Um,
says.
I'm gonna take the meat out of this sandwich.
She's going to take the meat out.
Okay, so this comes apart
Steve, number 1, do you believe that she's a vegetarian?
Yes.
Okay.
pretty easily. It's like not as tough as meat usually is. And I'm just gonna eat it straight because why not?
She's going to eat it straight because why not? She's a great investigator.
It's fine.
It's fine, she says.
So it tastes like
Tastes like
salty. There's almost like a kind of like
She's not really selling it.
nutty flavor to it. It's not like one of those things where you have to be like, "Rawr, rawr, rawr," you know.
Saying that
She should just
You
do
chew
that
a little
chew
bit and then it
face
comes
all the
apart.
time.
Texture.
I can't really tell you if this
saying that
tastes
the-
like pork because
she's
I
saying that
haven't
the-
had
she's saying
pork
that the
in
texture
20
is
years, and to be
enjoyable.
honest, I don't really remember what it tastes like. So I'm gonna tap in somebody who does.
Why are you
This is-
tasting this?
This is my favorite part. So she says, I don't know what pork even tastes like, so I'm going to tap in someone that does. It gets even better, Jay. Listen.
The fuck is that?
Yeah. Seems legit.
I'm sold. In case you could hear Steve, she goes, yeah, seems legit.
This isn't really about me or vegetarianism. This is food science. It takes a lot of work to make something like this, not just
She
to make
looks-
it
that
taste
person
right,
looks
but
like
also
if
to make
Katie
the
Lang
nutrition
had a
right.
kid with
But one of the
Doogie
things
Howser.
that's maybe
Wow,
worth
good
keeping in mind
call.
is that pork is one of the most eaten meats in the world,
She did
and
look
it's
like that.
especially important in the Asian markets. Like
He,
China,
she
for
did look
instance,
like
has had
that.
a
I'm not gonna get
booming
into that.
pork
No,
industry.
We don't know what
So
Joe.
it's possible
You're- I
that this
think
is a
your
brand new market that
observance
opens
was
up for
spot
Impossible.
on, sir. Spot
Impossible
on.
Foods is also
Don Don Noodle.
introducing the Impossible Sausage, which I didn't get a chance
I love
to
a
try
Don
tonight,
Don
but that's
Noodle.
going to be available as part of the breakfast
This bitch is
menu
annoying
at
now.
certain kinds of Burger Kings
I like your
around the
jacket.
country.
I don't.
So keep an eye out for that. It's
I like
going to be
anything
part of their
about her.
croissant, I guess. I
Including
don't know.
her
I've never had it, but I
7-foot
hear
bangs.
it's good. All right, I'm going to start with the noodles.
Just gonna start with the noodles.
It feels safest. Sorry, everybody. My chopstick skills are not top notch.
Nobody cares.
All right, here we go.
Hope she chokes. All right. Anyway.
All right, I guess.
All right. Let's get back to the funny. Let's bring back the fun.
No, I'm gonna be tasting stuff.
Yeah, that's fine. So let me just lower this a little bit.
Nobody's paying attention to me.
Get the people to watch us.
What was that?
I don't know. What's on the old board cam over there? Oh, it's covered up. Everything's covered up.
Well, you can't have a blind tasting, Bill, if the taster doesn't have his blindfold on.
Certainly a
Where's the
taster.
blindfold?
Oh, it's on the thing over there. Where did it go? Don't make me get up and get it.
Okay.
It was upstairs last I saw it. This is really getting off to a slow start.
High production value here.
Oh, I can't wait till somebody catches it.
Told you I'd brought it down.
I pray that somebody's watching this and shitting all over us.
I don't know. Not yet. Not actively, but they will be. You see, the longer you sit here and it takes a couple minutes for the stream to populate. But this,
Oh. I knew nothing about the internet.
fine, dude. You're not missing. You know about that? Google it.
I know how to put the private stream on so my wife doesn't know what I'm looking for.
You hiding that from your wife? Anyway, moving on. Yes, this is a great blindfold for Jay. All right, so what we're going to do now is we're going to blindfold Jay, so he's very uncomfortable. And then it will be. It's a very comfortable scarf. And then we're going to taste him on foods and drinks, or just foods.
It's up to you guys.
Both.
Okay, both. So we're going to start you on. We're going to start you on solids.
I think I'm going to be pairing.
Oh, we're going to pairings. Yes, this is exciting. And we're going to see if Jason.
Am I guessing what it is, or am I just telling you if I like it or not? What is
No,
it?
no. You're absolutely going to
You have to guess what it
is.
Otherwise, what fun would this be?
You've got a good palate.
Hype him up.
Yes.
All right.
Let's do this.
So we're going to do it. So blindfold the man.
Bring that big old head over here.
Yeah, blindfold the man. So again, we're going to run everyone who's watching over through this. We're going to be blindfolding
How's that?
That's fine.
our guest Jay, taster extraordinaire, and he's going to be guessing what we're going to be playing.
Too tight?
No, that's fine.
Guess
Yep.
that thing. Is that the name of the game? Guess that thing.
Comfortable?
Yeah, I'm very comfortable.
Okay, good.
Nobody better be recording this to show it to me in 10 years.
It's just on the internet forever. It's not a big deal.
But it's not.
Yes. We're not running for president, so I wouldn't worry about it. All right. So, moving forward. Chef Stephen Farley has prepared some items for us.
I do have some items, Bill.
Okay, so let's unveil them since he can't see now. Jay, you're safe.
Jason,
don't worry.
where's your... Oh, I see.
His cup is here. You were starting with the liquid? You have to finish what's in here first.
Finish that.
Here, finish this beverage.
Thanks.
Oh, sorry. It also helps to say that Jay
Hates IPAs.
hates IPAs and is very hungover. Are you just hungover now, or you were?
I went big last night, too.
Oh, okay. So you're riding a hangover. You're on like day 2 or 3.
You know, trade shows.
You're a professional drinker, so
Yeah, you're doing work. Well, don't give out too much information about yourself.
Yeah,
Unless you want to. You can do whatever you want.
that's all.
you could put your Instagram, or Bill could put your Instagram handle
can
on.
if you-
Oh, wait, that's right.
Oh, you don't have the Instagram.
I just have Facebook.
Jason's Insta handle is the Belgian.
Oh, that's right.
That is not my handle.
It is your
It's a
handle.
fake account that was created for me.
TheBelgianKIEEED.
Nobody's watching.
You think that?
No, I know that.
You don't know that. The chat's moving and a grooving.
One person's gonna pop up. It's just gonna be my wife, so she can just make fun of me. You realize that, right?
I did text her.
No, you did not.
I did. KIEEED. The Belgian kid.
It is an account. It is not my account.
Whatever, dude. All right.
Alrighty, I'm in. Let's do this.
Yeah, I'm trying to.
He was opening up a bottle, so we're going to start you on a liquid. And also, we want everyone to know that we're taking your phone calls at 843 Rebel TV. You could call us live. Yeah, we have a phone line.
Stop.
Yeah, it is. If you're going to do it, you go full hand. So we're going to be drinking something first here. I would like some of this too. So don't give him anything yet. We want to hear you smell. Don't touch it or anything yet. I mean, touch it, but don't like, you know.
Yeah, just hold on
hold.
until everyone has the beverage.
Let us all get a little bit of beverage. Sorry. That was made that as impossible as possible. Everyone's going to get a little bit of beverage, and then we'll smell it together, and then we can talk about it together. And then we can move on. Is there a way to show what that is and when you're done pouring it, put it in the camera?
I will show.
Not you, Jay, sorry. Yeah.
Cheers, boys.
Cheers, salud. We got you.
Yep.
Jam that on the camera if you can, on that table
I heard
cam.
you the first time, Bill.
If you could put that on the table cam, that would be great. All right, so I don't know if it's possible the way it is. You can unveil it now. So I guess we can get in there and smell it. I guess, right? That's fair. Ooh. That's good enough. There you go. Yeah, that's good enough.
Smells dank.
Does smell dank. Talk into the mic. Bring the mic to your
Sorry,
mouth.
smells dank.
Ah, yes, it does.
Dank how? Dank like marijuana?
A little bit, but also musty dank.
Ooh, musty
Dank
dank.
2 ways. Sorry, dank 2 ways.
Oh, that's a good dish to have on a tasting menu at a very
Dank 2 ways.
fancy restaurant. Next course will be dank 2 ways.
When marijuana becomes legal in New Jersey, we'll be able to do that.
This smells also, if you close your eyes or blindfold yourself, like a musty cologne almost.
Who are you hanging out with?
I don't wear cologne, but it smells like
Nobody wears anything that smells like this.
I smell a little. It's hard to. It's near impossible to smell sugar. But I get like a little sweetness on the nose.
Are you calling yourself the impossible man right now, Steve?
No,
You're
no,
saying
no,
it's
no.
impossible to smell, but you can?
If I put a bowl of sugar and a bowl of salt and you try to smell them, you can't fucking tell the difference.
I definitely could.
No, you definitely couldn't.
I have.
And perhaps we'll do that next
I
week.
absolutely could. My olfactory senses are fucking alpha.
I don't think salt has a smell.
It doesn't, Jason.
It does.
Alright, can I drink this yet?
Yeah.
Or what?
Yes.
Yeah, let's get in there.
Super mellow. Actually has way more nose than taste. I don't love it.
That's shocking.
I'm enjoying the taste. The smell is
It smells more than it tastes.
what do you think this is a domestic beer or an imported beer?
I would have no idea.
I guess. Do you think it's made in America or is it made in another country?
I know the difference between imported and domestic. Ass.
Don't insult the guest, Bill.
I'm trying.
I'm sorry, hack.
Yeah,
I'm trying not to get invited back. So, I would guess this is a domestic beer,
Okay.
and I have no reason to think that.
Interesting.
Let me get one of those before you.
It's not interesting.
Give one. Just wanted one.
There's one person watching us?
No.
Fantastic.
Okay.
Here, stick your face over here. I'm gonna put it in your mouth.
Oh, whoa.
I usually pay extra for that.
That was aggressive, Steve. Not allergic, are you, Jay?
Is that a pepita?
Oh!
Nicely done, sir.
The Belgian kid calling out pepitas, dude. And that was when we would go ding, ding, ding. Winner, winner. Well, good job, dude.
Oh, thank you.
Nicely done.
I don't know. I think that
Well,
would.
good job on the food.
Yeah, well, I'm like,
Yeah.
totally fucking up the beer. Who's that?
I don't know. Well, you.
Let me guess, it's imported.
It is not domestic.
Well,
I'll just go ahead and tell you.
what?
Mm-hmm.
It's from one of your most favorite breweries,
Oh, good God.
Brasserie Dupont.
Oh, really?
Belgian Saison.
Something's going on with this one. Is it like old?
No,
It's one of your favorite beers.
It is not.
this is the 9.5% Imperial Saison. It's the Avec les bons vœux de la Brasserie Dupont.
Yeah. I'm not loving this.
Fair enough.
Did they like hop that bullshit or something?
I mean,
Yes, there's hops in beer. I know.
yeah, they age the hops so that they don't
That's
have
what it is.
those big alpha acids.
Yep, not loving it. It's okay though.
I think it's delicious.
Okay.
I think it's hitting all the Belgian notes I want. And good call on the pepitas. That goes really well with it. They're roasted nicely and salted. That would have fucked me up because I've been eating pepitas raw and unsalted. So that would throw me off. I would not think that they're pepitas, but they definitely are. They're very tasty.
I think if you're eating pepitas raw, you're failing.
Well,
You got to toast them. You got to toast them and salt them.
Yeah. What are you doing?
I'm
You're
exploring,
a
bro.
heathen.
I'm hitting new worlds that you don't know about. Okay.
It's a
Sorry.
sexy,
Yeah, us
flaccid
from-
pumpkin seed, sir.
Yeah. Us from the Midwest.
I'm exploring new.
Toast our pepitas.
Everyone toast, all right? I'm being fucking Renee on this. All right, I'm Red Zeppy in the scene. I'm
Alright.
trying them raw, and moving from there.
Renee on the what is that?
Renee
What the fuck is Renee?
from Noma.
He's.
I have no idea who you're talking about.
I know who he's talking about. I just can't endorse the way he's going. He's handling himself.
Not taking my. I like my angle. I'm sticking with it.
It's terrible.
All right, so give him a rinsey rinse.
I'll rinse him out.
Rinse him out. Let's get that. So the Belgian
Alrighty.
kid so far.
If anybody's watching this, can we have a discussion? Is Pittsburgh the Midwest or the East?
Well, I
I'd like
think
to hear your thoughts.
with our break, it looks like we lost some of our fan base. We don't
Oh,
have any
damn it.
viewers right now.
Maybe you could have a poll.
I could, but that would require me to like type a bunch of stuff and figure
You
it
have a
out.
goddamn phone number.
I do. People can call. I can refire the stream and see if that does anything, like stop it, start
I
it.
don't know why anybody would want to watch this. I enjoy you too. You're
Oh yeah,
two of my
that's
dearest
exactly why.
friends.
Oh dude, wait till I show you some of the shit people are watching.
Oh, it has to be more fascinating than this. My
Yeah.
nasally voice is annoying.
Well, good thing you don't have headphones on. It's just
My nasally voice.
it's really worse in the headphones.
No, I always sound like this. Thanks.
I don't have a cold. I'm great.
No. Last time I was here, didn't you have like the flu?
Yeah, last year I was dying. I had food poisoning on New Year's Eve. I tell you about that.
You did not tell me about that.
Yeah, it was really great. My New Year's Eve was spent in
Okay.
the fucking fetal position.
I could use a good flu to shed a few pounds. Getting back on the road traveling, I have become very bloated and fat again.
Well, maybe it's because you're having these blackout nights where you're drinking
Well,
fucking
you know,
9
I'll
bottles.
just hold on to that. Dude, I am sorry, but the spins, wow.
You shouldn't have the spins.
At 43, no, I shouldn't.
Yeah, that seems aggressive. Seems like you're drinking hard.
What's this thing?
He gets carried away.
I can't get carried away. Then.
I mean, it happens.
Yeah.
It doesn't make you a bad person.
Other things do, but okay.
All right. So you're 50% so far. You're failing the test. If this is a fail grade, it's a 50. You did two questions and you got one wrong, right?
All right.
Is that how we're grading? I don't know.
I didn't know there was going to be a grade.
Mm-hmm.
Well, all right. You're doing great, dude.
I mean, I think it's mildly embarrassing that the Belgian kid wasn't able to pick out.
Dude, that was a fairly hoppy Belgian beer.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I don't like hops. We've had this discussion. Trying to trick me, and I don't like it.
It's not. It wasn't a trick. It was a delicious
It's an
beer.
absolute trick.
It's not a trick at all. It's a Belgian beer that
It's
you've
not like
had.
it's not like I poured you a West Coast IPA from.
I wouldn't even know what that is.
You've had West Coast IPAs.
Yeah, but I don't know what makes it different from an East Coast IPA.
More hops. More fat, juicy hops.
Isn't that like a double IPA?
More dank hops.
Or triple IPA?
Put the mic closer to your mouth.
Triple IPA?
Put more dank hops. I'm just going to keep saying dank hops.
What was wrong with my dank?
No, dank is good.
Let's have another beverage.
Yeah,
shall we?
come on. Let's keep the fucking juices flowing here. Jay's got to rock off what he was doing
This
yesterday.
is
Oh, I don't even
riveting.
know what that is. I'm going to blind taste this.
This is riveting. Ah. Your blindfold isn't staying on my frickin' round head.
Help him out, Bill.
It's okay. We'll figure it out.
looks fine. Yeah, he's got it.
Yeah.
He looks great.
I double nodded it.
Yeah, well, you know.
Here, take this beverage, sir.
I have a Charlie Brown head and things don't stay on it. What do we have here?
I am rinsed. I don't even know what this is, so
May I smell
I'm gonna
it?
play. I'm gonna play blind on this also. Let's smell together. Cheers, boys.
Cheers.
Ah, salud.
Givoli.
All right, let's get in here.
All right, I'm getting some funk.
I'm getting more Belgian. I don't know if my glass is fully rinsed.
Is that a cider? Is it a funky cider? I'm completely wrong.
I'm getting a lot of Belgian notes from the last beer in here still, so my nose is way off.
Can I drink this yet? Am I still sniffing
Yeah, let's
it?
drink.
You can drink it.
I don't think I rinsed enough.
I think you rinsed fine.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, there's some.
I'm getting a little tartness.
I'm like, really?
Yeah. I mean, I'm looking at it, but it looks pretty much just like a beer. You're not really missing much in the eyes.
It does nothing.
You're not picking up anything on that nose?
No, I'm terrible at this game.
Belgian all day.
I mean, yeah, Belgian all day, or maybe the yeast is Belgian. I don't know.
Well, yeah, you're getting those kind of fruity esters in
So
there.
Fruity.
God, that's aggressive, Jay. Just you have a blindfold on.
It's
Taking your phone calls, 843.
nobody's calling.
Rebel
us.
TV.
Oh
Don't
my
forget to call
God.
the number.
I'm sorry,
and
I'm
mock
your
everyone
worst.
here.
What is this?
Oh,
Sure.
you need something to pair this with. I don't know what this is. I'm going to guess it's some kind of weird... Due to the fact that the Belgian profile is so profound,
Yeah.
I'm going to say that it's a domestic product. You really want me to throw it in your mouth? You want to do it yourself?
What? My hands are full. That tastes like a cheese.
All right, it's a cheese. Give him the points for the cheese.
That's a funky cheese. It's soft.
Good though.
No, real good.
No,
It really is good.
It's got some stank on it.
I want to say that you probably have had this cheese also. This is the best I've ever had it, to be honest with you.
It's delicious.
I had it sitting out for hours. It's like it's room temp. It's such key.
It's got like a mushroom thing going on.
Age your cheese, kids. Don't be a fucking loser.
It's got like a mushroom thing going on.
Yeah, it's got that. Like I called it before, like a puckered asshole
Mmm.
in a good way. You know, a clean chitlin.
So this beer,
Okay.
Tell me.
it's a Belgian style saison. It's from Blackberry Farm Brewery in Tennessee.
What the fuck do people from Tennessee know about Belgium?
Dude, these guys
They inject.
Bring the Belgian goodness.
They really do. I've never had this.
It's great. They only make Belgian style beers.
Fensaline.
Now you have my attention.
I like this
This
logo.
Is good. I like this
Yeah,
better than the other one.
What's that?
I like this better than the first one.
Belgian style ale brewed with large portions of wheat malt for a creamy
really-
mouthfeel and hazy straw color. Generous additions of Huel melon hops lend notes of melon and strawberry, along with a
Nope.
balanced bitterness. 5.9% alcohol.
Melon and strawberry?
I don't know if I'm getting the melon.
Nowhere.
Well, the Huel melon is the name of the hop. It's not necessarily.
Strawberry, I could see. It's juicy. It's got juicy hopness. That's being
I like
cheap,
this.
but it is good.
It is very tasty.
You see now, whatever that like Belgian profile that this thing is throwing out is like very American. I'm making Belgian beer.
That's exactly what this is.
You know what I mean? Like it's like they inject that yeast that they use. It just tastes injected as opposed to like the one that we just had. That is like, I don't know. The natural is a little bit different to me. It just comes across differently.
I think that when it comes to
I think
American
thinking it.
made Belgian style ales, these guys are exceptional.
This is pretty fucking stellar.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want
you.
this.
I could argue that you could probably argue that this tastes like a legit from Belgian beer. I mean, that's pretty fucking good.
I think it's great.
That's
Yeah,
better than
it's great.
most.
I think I'm gonna need you to write down that brewery for me. Thanks.
We'll give you the can as a parting gift. You can take
Oh,
it with
hey,
you.
fun. Is that what I
You're
win?
gonna park it in your bottom before you leave.
Now turn around and
Yeah,
bend over with your
yeah.
blindfold on.
But that's when I push
Yes.
back a little bit to really.
Oh boy.
How about them apples?
Oh boy.
Yeah. It helps if you push out a little bit.
That's,
You know?
oh boy, that's
What?
that's aggressive.
Helps it go in. Whatever.
Put the mic close to your face, stupid.
It's close.
Yeah, like that, just like that.
It is just like. Oh my god. This.
Give me a glass.
Thank you.
That's really good. The fact that it's from Tennessee makes me even happier.
It doesn't really make me happy.
Are people in Tennessee enjoying Belgian beers though? I think so. All right.
All right. Do we have anybody watching us yet?
Yeah, we
Oh,
do.
shit, who?
Just someone. I don't know. You don't get like a fucking name and address. You just get a number.
Oh, this person hates me. Oh, this is great. Oh.
Oh.
Put your hand out. There you go.
Oh, thank you. Are we back to water?
Yeah, just a rinsey rinse. Yeah, thank you, sir. Fun games. So next time we need a little shelf up here. This is where we should be putting it because then we can see it really well.
What am I doing with this?
Great, dude.
This is what my life's become on a Wednesday evening. All right.
Yeah, this is where we are.
One person watching.
You know, it could be more. Sometimes the numbers are off. There's a bunch of people in here before, and it only said 2, so I don't know.
How did they find you?
I don't know. I could ask them. But some people don't like to talk. Some people come in and just like to talk.
Let's get them in here.
All right.
Next beverage.
Yes. Hold on, Jay. Put it down. He's getting it ready. Takes a
Oh,
minute.
I didn't know that. I can't see.
Sorry.
It's a
Well,
can.
sounds like a can.
I'll take your. But you can pretty much get. Help him out, Bill. He's struggling.
What do we?
with
It's fine.
Oh no!
No,
Don't
just
wipe your face with it.
tighten him up.
Yeah.
For the love of God.
Oh, yeah. That's good right there. Is that good? Yeah, but dude, it slides down because my head's misshapen.
This
at
thing is
best.
fucking
That thing
16
really is
feet
fucking
long.
giant.
Oh, you double knotted it. That's fine. Yes, there we go.
Oh, okay, that's something.
Is that good?
Yeah.
You just
fine.
snapped the bridge of his nose.
What's around your nose?
God.
Better?
That's great. That's great.
Lock it in a little bit.
This is what happens before they fucking behead you in ISIS
No,
videos. By the way,
seriously.
put your head. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure they violate his rumpus first and
Oh,
then take his head
no,
off.
that's a bold assessment.
I do have a delicious tuchus.
Okay, I don't know if that. Okay.
I'm not allowed to drink.
Give me your glass, Bill.
Yeah, thank you.
Oh, I like that.
I'm sorry, hack.
You could no, Bill.
Oh,
it's fine.
is that? Oh, am I supposed to call you Hack
No,
Chef?
this is the Hack Chef show. You don't have to call me that. That's not. I don't think I'm billing.
Are
that
you
as-
hiding your identity?
No, I mean, I don't give out my last name or my address, but like, you know, I could be
Oh my
Bill. It's
God.
fine.
Send a bomb. to you, I guess.
Yeah, you don't want to do that, dude. When you run for president, this video will be shown.
Well, I've done copious amount of drugs in my life, so I am not going to run for president.
Oh, then you're in luck.
That makes 2 of us.
Yeah, 3.
Yeah.
We're not. I know. That's why I'm doing this. All right.
Yeah.
Cheers again. Let's do it.
Cheers.
Alrighty. Whee! Caramely.
Oh wow. It smells like a homebrew.
Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't smell great.
Not like a shitty infected homebrew, though.
Ah, yeah, I don't want this.
Ooh, toasty. It's like it has a like Pop-Tart vibe. It's really
Whoa,
mellow.
it's way more wait a second here.
Really mellow.
I did not like the smell of it, though. That's
Hello,
not-
whoever joined. I can't read your name because it's in another language, but hello to you. This is super, super malty, super sweet. Not sweet.
No, I get the sweet.
It's not like super sweet. That's not the right word. It's super malty for sure. I'm enjoying it.
I don't.
It tastes like Pop-Tarts to me. It tastes like it should be indoctrinated with fruit. Like there should be a raspberry jam in here or something.
Indoctrinated with fruit.
Yeah, I'm a fucking master wordsmith, in case you didn't know that, Jay.
Alrighty. Let's get serious.
It tastes like crispy, good Pop-Tarts.
It tastes nothing like that.
Open wide, sweetie.
Oh, no.
It better be a fucking Pop-Tart. Ah!
Oh, God. What was that you gave him? I don't even know what that was.
Okay, super weird texture. Kind of salty.
Salt it? Pink salt or white salt?
I know Jason's partial to the pink salt.
Damn right he is. I have no idea. What you
I
just
could
put in my mouth.
I could hear Bill's black little heart breaking when you put all sorts of pink salt in his soup
First
before
off,
tasting it.
your soup was very delicious. It needed a little salt. The only salt I saw was the pink salt, so whatever.
I was more confused. I didn't know I had that pink salt. You said pink salt. I was very confused.
What the hell did I just eat?
Well, what did it taste like? You said it was salty. Beyond that,
He added salt, so
Yeah, it was a very odd texture.
it's interesting.
texture like
It's interesting that you can't pick it out.
I can't pick it out. It's got like a nuttiness to it
Okay.
on the back end. It's still in my mouth.
okay.
I don't know. You stumped me on that one.
It was plain avocado with a little bit of salt, a little bit of pink salt.
Wow, didn't taste like that at all.
Wow, crazy.
Because typically, people only eat avocados with lime juice or chilies or cilantro.
So why did you choose that?
Well, the
Was
world's
this some
best
sort of
feta.
Mexican-
Because I thought it would be interesting to see if you could pick what the fuck it was out with a
Yeah.
blindfold on. That's why I picked
Oh, okay,
it.
so it has nothing to do with what I'm drinking.
Well, I mean, I didn't sit down with the Excel spreadsheet when Bill texted me today. I just brought things that I thought would be interesting to taste while blindfolding. Blindfolded, I should say.
Blindfold dead.
And I have some other interesting things as well.
Okay.
I want
Oh, and the beverage,
tastes good.
it's the champagne of beers.
Oh, this is the High Life?
Of course it tastes good.
It is easy drinking.
Knew it tasted like fucking shitty grain. I was right. Pop-Tarts.
I haven't had one of these in a really long time. I forgot how sweet it is.
It's very
It
sweet.
is sweet, for sure.
Like, it's just corny,
But
sweet.
It tastes so much better than fucking like Bud Light.
or Miller Lite.
I haven't had either of those in a
Dude,
really long
they're
time.
literally undrinkable.
Don't drink that shit, folks.
Yeah. They're literally undrinkable. Like Bud Light, Miller Lite, even Bud is like acceptable. This at least has some kind of character. This should be like 4 times as cold, but it literally tastes like a Pop-Tart. And I was right, because it's all fucking malt juice. It's all the same shit they make Pop-Tarts with.
It is not.
Is it malt though, or is it rice and corn?
It's mostly
Corn.
corn and rice.
Malted
Malted corn and
rice
rice.
and corn.
Yeah.
And I bet you there's
This
malted
is much better. I don't know
flour
what I
and
did.
Pop-Tarts.
This is staying on now. Oh, all right.
That's a good sneak attack, because I tell you what, I drink High Life in the summer ice cold, and it never tastes like that. In an isolated setting like that, where you don't know what it is, it's got a weird sweetness to it.
I'm gonna venture a guess that you probably only drink it when you're already tanked.
Correct. It's usually when I'm like,
It's not your warm-up beer.
No.
You're drinking the good stuff, and then
I need to calm down. Let me
Yeah.
crush a couple High Lifes. But really, in this setting, though, it has like that could work with a dessert course. It's like very sweet.
Certainly could not.
Yeah.
No,
I-
no.
If your dessert course is a Pop-Tart, sure.
Yeah. Try my raspberry coulis.
Jason, put
followed
your hand
by
up.
some
There you go.
domestic abuse.
A nice raspberry coulis with a fucking on a graham cracker. I don't know, dude. I'm just saying.
How many rounds are we going here?
I don't know.
That was 3.
Steve loaded the board. I had like a handful of items, but he's ready to go.
You know I have to leave.
I mean, it's Wednesday.
Yeah, dude. The fuck. 9 o'clock on Wednesday. What do you got to do? You're done working.
I've got a deadline on Friday.
Yeah, it's Wednesday.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I have a 6-hour drive tomorrow.
I'll holler at you when I'm ready to play.
All right.
You could stay here.
Since you're in the midst of whining.
You could stay here, whiny boy.
I can't stay here. Did you see my rental car?
No.
Oh, I have a sweet Freightliner.
That thing
Oh.
is pretty sweet.
It is pretty sweet.
Has it got the windows or no?
No windows.
Oh man, total rape
Rapey,
van.
yeah, rapey as hell.
Big rape van. Big rape van.
Yeah,
scene.
I'm glad there was like 50-mile-per-hour wind gusts on the drive here.
You got to drive that back to Berg?
I certainly do.
Oh god. Well, it gets great mileage, I'm sure, so that's good.
Oh yeah,
We got to stop every hour.
it's awful.
Jesus fucking Christ. My friend had a Ford Econoline van that he stored his fucking jet skis in. Had no windows. He would use it as a jet ski storage because he would drive down to Florida and also use them.
Sounds like a terrible idea.
He'd also use them up here in the East Coast. And then he got the 4x4 kit installed.
It's $10,000 upgrade.
So yeah, at least so he could drive it on the beach. So he drove it on the beach.
Did he get the Quigley 4x4?
It's a Quigley. How'd you know, dude?
Because I love those.
He got a Quigley. He got a Quigley.
That's how I know.
He had a Quigley 4x4. I want to say E350 or whatever it is. The Ford.
Yeah, I want one of those.
It was fucking badass, dude. I was like, why are you spending all the money on this thing? And then I got it in and he drove me around and I was like, pretty fucking cool, dude. I don't know. I was like, you could live in this fucking thing. He's like, and watch, you could drive it on the beach and you go anywhere in that fucking thing. It got a mile to the gallon, but it was fucking cool.
You said it was 10 G's for that?
I think it's a 10G upgrade, yeah.
It's a 10G upgrade.
At 10 to 12, 10 plus, I'm sure.
You gonna get one of those on your Kia?
No.
His key's nice.
I know it is.
I like that Kia.
I've been in it
I
multiple
can't believe I
times.
drive a Kia.
That
But
thing's
it's all
sweet.
right.
Dude, that's a sweet Kia, man. And I'm not lying. I'm not even hyping you up. When you came around that corner and picked me up when we were very hungover in the city that day,
Yeah, yeah.
you said, hey, I'm coming down the street. I was like, I don't see you. I honestly thought that was a fucking Escalade coming down. Because the lights in the front, they literally ripped off the Escalade lights. I was like, that's not Jay. And I kept looking. I was like, oh, that is Jay. That's a
thank
Kia with Escalade lights for some reason.
Yeah, for sure.
It's dope. It's
It
really
is
nice.
alright.
And it's really nice inside. I don't know if it like lasts or what the engine's like,
find out.
but it looks fucking dope.
Next beverage.
Miles I put on it. Hey, did you see the new Bronco? Looks bad.
I saw when they released the
No,
test
the-
images.
No, the images came out today.
Real one, like the actual.
Yeah. It's pretty badass. Like I want it.
I want to put my $10 on the fucking Tesla truck.
That is not beer. It could be. No, you laughs. That's beer. Oh, the Cybertruck.
Yeah.
That thing's. What did Rogan call it? Space sled truck.
Space sled. Looks like a space sled.
I don't know what this is. It's got a sweetness.
I know what this is, but I would guess something different because this. I know what I tasted. I know what I thought it tasted like when I bought it, and then when I drank it, I was like, "This reminds me of something that I did not think it tasted like at the time." It doesn't say.
What
it
I've
doesn't
learned
say.
so far is I can't smell shit, and I already knew that. So it smells boozy.
It doesn't say on there though, right?
There's a
13.5%.
But it doesn't say what.
It doesn't say what the varietal is now, or
So I was right,
varietals.
it's not
Yeah.
a beer.
Yeah.
it's not beer. Taste it.
Look, I'm doing the smell thing. I'm gonna get. It smells like white wine.
Okay.
On
Smells like white wine. How?
on the palate.
On the palate. Like I don't know. It just smelled like a white grape.
Okay.
But now I'm questioning that after tasting.
Intriguing.
I have no idea. It's not cold enough to be white wine.
Well,
You would serve it at that temperature because you're a nerd.
Well, spoiler alert, it's at that temperature just because. There's no
Another spoiler alert: we're all fucking nerds.
yeah.
How much fucking wine have you drunk with us?
Deal with it, dude.
There's no way I'll be able to pick out what type of
What
wine.
the fuck is that?
We're gonna find out now, aren't we?
It's really light.
I was expecting to see
This is good.
Way to spoil it, hack.
Okay, yeah, really.
What are you talking?
Tell me what white grape it is.
Give me your face.
Open
I'm
your
gonna put a deliciousness.
open your
spoon
mouth.
in
There's
it.
a big.
Somebody isn't like photoshopping me doing this with a big cock right here.
There's no photoshops.
Ooh.
Don't be weird. I can see that you're kind of weirded out by that in your face. Okay, good, because it should be tasty. You've eaten that before.
Almost like a lentil.
Very good.
Hit the button. Ding ding. Guy got it. Lentils. Right out the gate.
Mm-hmm.
You have any other?
What kind of lentils?
Really?
Any other?
Yeah, I mean, there's a few different colors. There's red, there's white, there's green,
It's green.
there's black.
They're green. They're good. It's good.
Yeah, they're black lentils. They're called black beluga lentils. They kind of look like caviar, hence the beluga name.
Hence the beluga.
And there's a fair amount of. I made it with shallots
Okay, I got
and
that.
fish stock,
I did not get that.
and
There's not a lot of saltiness to it. So
No.
that's
Guy
surprising.
loves salt.
It had a lot of umami to it.
goddamn
Ooh.
right it did.
Yeah.
And then there's some really, good extra virgin olive oil in there
That's
too.
delicious. Now that
Yeah, what does it do for the beverages in your cup now? Did it change it at all?
it like tastes. It added like depth to the flavor.
Intriguing.
I have such bullshit.
One of the huge parts of being a master sommelier is not backing up your statements with "it's such huge bullshit." it's backing
Sell
it.
the sizzle,
You have
Jason.
to sell the sizzle with massive bravado instead of shitting on your assessments.
Well,
Cocksuredness.
Yeah.
well, one, I'll never be a sommelier,
Well,
nor a
that's
master.
not the attitude of a fucking som.
And I'm not trying to be one. Two, I don't have a good palate.
I beg to differ. Just because you can't guess things doesn't mean you have
This
a bad, good
is
palate.
a Pinot Noir.
From
No, I-
from where? What year?
Not Oregon. It's California.
California Pinot Noir. What year?
Nothing.
What vintage?
13. What is it? How wrong am I?
Is this
Go.
is this a 2013 California Pinot Noir, Steve?
It's not, Bill. But
Shocking.
that's still not a horrendous guess.
Not, for someone who's self-proclaimed not a som, not a
What is
horrendous
it?
guess.
It's an Italian wine.
It's an Italian blend.
I'm gonna look it up right now.
Yeah, hopefully it says it's an Italian wine. It's a Italian table wine, I would call it. It's a Lebrandi branded
Means nothing.
red table wine.
It's just very light.
It's intended to be light. It's intended to be very crushable. It's a lower alcohol for
And
the
that's why I
Italian
went
wines of the
Pinot
region.
Noir, because it tends
And
to
Pinot
be
Noir
light.
is in that vein.
Sure.
When I tasted this yesterday, it had a little bit of Beaujolais vibe to me. It had a little bit of funk to it, like a little bit of that, like dusty, good funk. Not funk, but like you know when you drink the Beaujolais, it's got like the Gamay vibe.
Sure.
It's got a little bit of that. It's a little less today. When I opened the bottle, I was like, I don't remember it having that.
So it's not a blend. It's 100% Gaglioppo.
Is it?
Mhm.
Oh, I assumed it would be a blend because it doesn't say. I assumed it would just be a blend.
Look how wrong you are.
It's Gaglioppo.
There's too many types of grapes.
Gaglioppo. Where's Fred Dex when you need him?
Swilling giant goblets of fucking high-end Chardonnay and holding court somewhere.
Where is Fred Dex when you need him? Where's the button? We need a hotline for
Who the
Fred
hell
Dex.
is Fred Dex?
He's a.
I gotta go.
What do you mean you gotta
he's,
go?
he's one of Bill's heroes. He's a.
I'm sorry. I have a career that you just sit on the internet all day.
Well, no.
For years.
We've had plenty of interaction with old Fred.
Oh, I'm
Yeah.
sorry. I don't go to Star Chefs. I was never invited. I also never owned a restaurant or pretended to go.
Nicely done, sir.
Yep.
Those are the best.
That was a
years.
good fuck you, hack chef.
Those are the
Yeah.
best years. You should.
Or that was more like I never got invited. I would have went.
You don't even need to be invited. I know people who just walked
I'm
in
like
dick
sort
first.
of sad.
I know. I want to go to Brooklyn for a few
Now I'm
days and hang
sorta
out and drink.
I mean, they're doing it again this year.
All right, let's go this year. Let's book it this year.
I want to go this year.
We should
When
be
is
doing.
it?
Can we get a fucking?
Remember, I have plans the first week of April.
Okay, we can't rebook
It's
when
not
they
in
do it.
April.
It's in
Okay.
October.
It's in October,
We
late
should,
October.
we should book it, and then the podcast will be so big by then we could just do this there and
I
get all
can
the guests.
guarantee you one thing. This podcast will not be big by then.
I isolate that.
That's one of my most favorite
Who
things
are
you've ever
you
said.
talking to? There isn't anybody to isolate it for you.
All right.
They have somebody working the board. It's us three assholes in your basement.
I'm gonna put that on the board, and then you're gonna fucking hear it in
Okay.
October in Star Chefs.
And maybe...
As we're gonna be playing a game with Fred Dex, sitting across from you.
God, please text me this man's name so I can look him up.
Fred Dex, he's Master Samia. Fred Dex MS. You love him, dude.
He's a
Of course I
legend.
love him.
He's fucking great, dude.
You want to talk about having a hangover from hanging out with those dopey fucking ski guys? This guy will really drink you under the table.
Dude, you
Here's
don't
the
know.
thing.
He's smaller than you
Yep.
and will...
First off, I don't believe that. Nobody's smaller than me.
No, he's... Not that you're... He's just a...
He runs
a wee lad.
He runs master wine tasting classes while wearing Metallica t-shirts and his fucking dick
All right.
first red pin. And
like
fucking
that.
tells you how to sell the sizzle and mocks you for picking fucking bad wines to go
Well,
with
I
things.
like this guy.
He's great,
But
dude.
what does that say about you that you have a favorite Master Psalm?
Who doesn't?
I
This
didn't say he was my favorite. But
He's- I
I
mean-
do have tremendous respect for
I
him.
don't know. He'd be on my list.
Oh, God.
Who else you gonna pick that's a better MS?
All I'm thinking
Entertaining?
is-
Let's be entertaining.
All I'm thinking of right now is that you have like a stack of Master Psalm cards, like baseball cards upstairs.
What's the next thing you're gonna taste? Is Master Psalm cards.
That doesn't make sense.
Yeah, I got nothing.
That was fucking awful.
Let me be, dude. No, really, Star Chefs would be fun with
I mean,
you.
you're... What? This is terrible.
What? The wine?
No, it's...
This is great.
How many people are watching? We up to 2?
Yeah.
Oh, are they shitting on us?
No, we're not saying much. Just watching.
They have to interact and tell us how bad it is.
No, they don't have to.
I think the blind... Well, you know what? We get one more.
Yeah,
We get one more beverage.
Okay, cool, great.
One more beverage.
I don't know if the blind's helping. The blind helps with the food.
The food, well...
I mean, it absolutely
But,
helps
okay,
for-
just for when we do this a second time,
Mhm.
just inform me that it's coming in on a spoon. You know?
Yeah, that was Steve's
you just
move. We
hucked a lump of cheese in my mouth.
Well, we didn't really think of this through too much. In case you didn't know,
well, yeah,
this is a new
Everybody
territory.
knows that you didn't think this through.
In case you weren't sure, this is new territory we're working on here.
Yeah, this is great. You didn't think this through. Alrighty.
Well, we gave it thought.
I'm
and...
putting a spoon in your mouth is all you need to say.
All right, both of you are terrible. You're just throwing fucking glasses in a shoe. Come October, we're going to be doing this live from Star Chefs.
Here was the communication that we
We're
had. I think we should do live blind taste tests tonight instead of a cook. Bring something odd to have someone taste and guess what it is, or perhaps. I said food or booze? He says both.
Okay, let's break this down that you are reading texts to entertain people.
Yeah.
No, I'm talking to you.
Oh, okay.
I'm showing you how we came up with this nonsense.
And now we're here. That's as much thought as went into it. He literally came here. We said, "Hungry? Let's eat soup and then go online."
Okay, the soup
And
is
then,
fantastic.
and then later, I said, I believe Jason is around tonight. If you're looking for an entertaining blind taster,
He did.
Okay, one, I'm not being entertaining at all, but this is
Very-
fun.
very
I'm,
entertaining.
you know,
You're
getting
always
a little more
entertaining there,
comfortable
fella.
here.
Don't. You got to sell the sizzle, dude. If Fred Dex MS will teach you anything, it's fucking sell the sizzle, bro.
Dude, I've been selling the sizzle for 3 days in a row.
I don't know.
at
You
a
were just
trade show.
complaining a lot that you weren't selling the sizzle. I don't know.
Well, it's not the it's the weather thing, all right? I got a deadline.
You know what fucking. You know what poor performance should never rely on? Bad weather.
Work for a winter sports clothing company and have it not snow.
It's been like 60 degrees.
I know. It's fucking awful.
That literally is like the worst thing for you. Sorry.
you have
Yeah.
heard of global warming, haven't you?
Yeah, I think
Maybe
I
you should
picked...
get into the swim trunks business. They're stupid.
I don't want to work in the summer.
You should be selling Speedos, not Spider, you dope.
fucking goggles and hats, fans.
Meanwhile,
Air conditioning.
Utah has like
Get with
300
it.
inches of snow right now.
Maybe you should come up with your own line where it's like self-cooling clothing.
That actually exists.
Oh, well, maybe you should start slinging that.
There is a website, I think, thecoolingstore.com. I hear it
Snore.
can. Alrighty. I wonder, would he go back to beer after wine? Or maybe it's that lovely, bubbly Lambrusco that comes out of a can.
Ooh,
like
I
so
love a
much.
Lambrusco. I didn't look at this yet, so I don't want to. I want to play with you.
Alrighty. Maybe next time I'll use some nasal spray so I can. Whoa! I hate this. Ah, dude, do I have to? You better have given me like a sip of this. Oh.
I know exactly what that is.
What's the matter, buddy?
I mean, in the world of the things that you hate, that's only like. I mean, I guess it's everything you hate.
It's up there, along with Minority. I mean,
Oh my god.
He is from the Midwest.
Stop it. Things can be just funny if I don't mean them. It's a joke.
Yeah, we don't mean any of this.
Okay, so this smells like an awful IPA.
I haven't had this beer in a really long time.
Is
Is it domestic or imported?
Topper, some
Are you enjoying it, Steve?
finest liquids. No, you made me drink.
I feel like it tastes a little old.
It's not young.
It's terrible.
I feel like it tastes really old.
It tastes like it's from a summer party that someone perhaps brought here.
And maybe you left it out in the sun for 2 weeks.
Oh, great.
No, definitely not.
Skunked IPA.
It's not skunked.
Yeah,
It's just not. You know, these beers that, if it is one of those beers that you don't like,
no, it's not if.
that are hoppy, they are best enjoyed fresh. Even the ones that are commercially produced. Hint,
I
hint,
think
wink,
it-
wink. You wouldn't even know because you never would drink this. You'd look at this can and be like, I'm not fucking drinking that.
I'm not drinking this.
It's all day IPA from Founders.
And that's like a mellow one.
It's very mellow. That's why.
Not in the nose, not in this. I would have guessed this is like a heady topper or some bullshit.
No way, dude. You put a heady next to this, you'll shit your pants.
Heady is not bullshit, sir.
It certainly is.
I mean, he
It's
hates
definitely
it.
not.
Hates the hell out of it.
It's pretty good. I'm not mad at this.
I mean, it's
So
better when it's fresh. Founders is an excellent brewery.
I'm not saying that it isn't.
Founders makes my favorite porter.
I was going to bring a breakfast stout over here, but I thought it would be too much.
Founders Porter is my favorite.
Porter.
Porter. You know any guys who make or say porter really good,
Climax
Steve?
Brewing. Isn't that his brewery? He's not watching. Stop it. Nobody is. How many people are on there?
None.
Exactly.
So,
It's terrible and I hate it. What are you putting in my mouth?
you want food to go with that?
Isn't this the game? Just tell me if there's a spoon.
I think I'm. Oh, you know what? I have one more
Ooh, yay.
taste.
Oh, yay, exciting.
One more taste. And I'm going to put it on a spoon.
Okay, see? That's all I needed to hear this time.
He's getting the spoon prepped. He's prepping the bowl.
Really?
He's prepping the bowl.
Cool. I'm a cuck. Thanks.
You're shoehorning prepping the bowl, sir.
Yes, correct.
Makes no sense.
You are correct.
So this just disappears into the internet, right?
No, it's actually stored on both
Where? Who?
Twitch and YouTube forever.
Oh, great. That's what I wanted to hear. Oh, what do we have now? Lentils?
Ready?
Yeah.
Here comes.
Oh.
Oh, I didn't even see what it
Could
is.
you make an airplane sound next time, please?
Meow.
Yes, I will.
What is? I didn't even see what you gave him.
Is that a fig?
Very good.
Oh.
Very good.
That's a fig.
It's a fig. It's a
But it's
brown turkey fig.
You're a
But
fig.
it's like a fresh fig.
It's a fresh brown turkey fig, yes.
No, it's good.
Mm.
Super earthy.
Earth.
Earth. Not a lot of sweetness to it.
No, I was a little disappointed that the
Wait.
two, three that I grabbed were a little under.
We ate them earlier, and I thought it tasted like a green pepper.
I can see that.
Yeah.
Absolutely, the aftertaste, 100%.
Yeah, right?
I didn't get
Visual.
that, but you know, yeah.
No,
You don't have an advanced palate like me. It's okay.
Pepper.
it's getting me at the
Purple.
back of the tongue.
You know, it gets you here, gets you right here. Remember A1 Bold? Do you remember that? You ever see that commercial?
What?
A1 Bold?
Yeah. No.
I'm going to pull it right up. I don't believe you never saw it.
Oh, I've seen it. I just.
You never saw the commercial for A1. You remember A1, right?
Yeah, I have some in my fridge.
Yeah, this guy.
Alright, where are those cans? I want to see some shit.
This is the Belgian. This is the tasty Belgian one that we have.
Okay. Oh, okay, you can just leave it there for right now.
What?
They get you here. They get you right here. They get you here. They get you right here.
I don't understand why it gets them that
They get you.
Well, that's,
low in the throat.
Did they just have that jackass on a loop?
I
that
want
fucking-
the full commercial. Yeah, this is the
that
commercial.
fucking Goomba
Yeah.
who eats his well done steak with fucking A1 over E.
Alrighty.
All right. So, see, it sucks is you don't have headphones, so you can't hear it.
That's okay. I'm now reading what people are saying about me.
No one.
I heard it already here.
No one said anything. You didn't miss any chatter.
There's chatter.
That's all from before.
Damn it. Who's Timmy Turner?
Timmy Tuner. Oh, here, watch.
Put Timmy Turner in it.
There's only one thing I like better than a steak. A spicy steak. I happen to
Do you like a spicy steak? In case you don't know, Steve, you can't hear. He says there's only one thing I like better than steak. It's a spicy steak.
Nobody likes a spicy steak.
I mean,
Nobody.
I'd eat jalapenos in my steak or peppers.
I've made spicy steaks before
I have not.
with like some vinegar peppers on them.
Sounds delicious.
That is delicious.
I love spice.
Some garlic.
But let's see what this guy says. Bam.
14 cloves of garlic.
I like things spicy.
I like things spicy.
I'm a spicy personality.
This guy's a spicy personality. What are all these fucking Goombas in this video?
Nice juicy thick steak.
Juicy, thick steak.
Spicy steak.
If I walked into a steakhouse and saw A1 Bold on the tables, I would
I'd
immediately
leave.
turn
I'd
around
leave
and walk
Unless it
out.
was a Golden Corral, I'd leave immediately.
I never had A1 at the restaurant
I
until
think you say you never had it.
until I got worn down to a fucking nub
No.
by all these. Yes.
They're telling you your steak doesn't have enough flavor.
No.
Apparently, it's not enough flavor.
No.
I need the A1.
That's not it at all. They're just used to slathering it on every fucking piece of beef that they've ever had.
Sounds to me like your customers are complaining there's not enough flavor.
Says the guy who's been in the restaurant business for 2 minutes.
Less.
Like crazy spicy.
comes.
Like bang, smacks you in the head spicy.
Bang! Spicy. It smacks you in the head spicy.
I'm talking wake you up. I'm talking shake you up. It's gonna like jumpstart your taste buds.
I hope these people made a lot of money off this commercial.
You know what I'm talking about.
A1
Gold. It's how steak is done spicy.
No, they didn't even do the bit. It's supposed to be gets you here, gets you here. That commercial sucked.
So what are you going to pour me out of those bottles?
They get you here. They get you right here. They get
What bottles?
Those ones.
Oh, you know what I'm going to pour you?
What? Yeah.
What's this feel?
You're not going to mix those two. Is there any more water in there?
Water. Yeah.
Water. Water.
See, it's hard to do these videos without people.
It's hard to do this with 2 headphones and 3 people.
Yes, I mean, that's what I said. People have
Thank you.
headphones, you know.
This is about as half as good as 2 girls, 1 cup.
We could watch Two Girls, One Cup.
Let's not.
Be embarrassing to have a boner on the internet.
That's pretty good. All right, so I'm going to try something real quick and see if it actually jump starts anything, and then we can hang out for a little bit and call it.
Oh, it's so good.
I'm empty.
It's
Oh, sorry,
so good.
Give me something. Give me something to believe in. Sure, I'll drink all that.
So next time,
What do you got? The
uh,
Normandy?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it's so good.
You should do a shitty beer blind taste test to have like 10 shitty beers and see if you can pick them out.
What do you mean 10 shitty beers?
Bud Lights, Miller Lights. Could like have like 10.
I'm telling you now, I couldn't. I'd go, this sucks. And by 4, I'd do it.
No, but could
It's
you
loud
pick
enough?
them out? Could you tell the difference between a Bud Light and a Miller Lite?
I think it'd be more interesting to have 5 garbage beers and 5 good beers, and then if you mix up the two, that's a little bit interesting.
No, it's a little bit embarrassing.
Well, yeah. I'm being honest with you. That High Life, it didn't. I would not.
But
have thought
I
that was
like
the
High Life.
I like High Life too, but that didn't taste like what I think.
I like a Corona Light.
That's not what
Every once in a
That's
while.
not what I would think High Life to taste like, though. What we just drank.
No, I like that one.
I did. I'm not saying I didn't like it. I'm just saying that's not what I would think it would taste like. That's all.
Damn it, fucking Normandy cider is
It's so good.
It's tremendous. I mean, they make some of the best cider in the world.
I think next time we do half domestic garbage beers. It's probably better to do half.
We could do half shite cider and half world-class cider and half shite white wine.
Wine, I think, is
half
better.
Shite rosé.
Beer, I think, is probably too easy. You put a Bud Light next to any fucking craft beer, you're gonna be like, come on, that's too blatant. You put a Yellowtail, I can't even tell you the last time I had it, so I don't even know.
I got a bottle in my basement.
You know what I mean? But when's the last time you drank it?
In the murder room.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I probably have a bottle, but have I drank it? I couldn't tell you what it tastes like.
Do you know the look I give you when you bring a bottle of Yellowtail over as you think it's a gift for my party?
And what kind of people are you partying with?
Pittsburgh people.
Family.
That's what happens in the Midwest.
It's not fucking Midwest.
That's the Midwest, brother.
It is not the Midwest.
The last time I was in Pittsburgh, I saw corn hats.
I did see corn hats too.
Cool. Yeah, the ones that you brought me from here.
No,
I didn't bring them. Your pal Mark brought them.
I was at one of your many Steelers
Really?
clothing output depots that you have everywhere. Every 4 feet, you could buy fucking Steelers gear.
They're a proud city.
Yeah, they really are.
They're in the middle of fucking nowhere. Of course they're proud.
You gotta be proud. You're in the Midwest.
Not the
offense.
Midwest.
No offense. It's the Midwest, dude.
Not the Midwest.
I love Pittsburgh.
I know you do.
I love Pittsburgh.
Hey, Mark's shit.
No one knows who's
Salty pork bits is coming next week, so 15th.
who subscribed to that.
I did for him for 3 months.
You
We did one.
signed a boy up to that?
He did officiate my wedding, so I figured as a little gift, and not that he wouldn't share with you boys. So I got him the Italian mixer for the next 3 months.
I saw that he has a store that you could just go and buy them too, or different.
I didn't
things. No, but he has that.
Yeah, but anyway, so it'll be delivered on the 15th.
Speaking of Chef Justin Severino, that's what we're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
His restaurant Cure was rated on a list that the name of the list escapes me right now, is one of the most important restaurants of the decade.
Really? He closed it.
I know.
It's for sale. You want to buy a restaurant?
No.
Midwest?
I mean, maybe. I couldn't do what he does.
You don't have to. Go out of business?
Do you have a hood?
Did he go out of business or did he?
I don't know. I think he got.
Did he
I think he's
flip it?
I think he's making so much.
Yeah, I think he might be a savvy businessman.
I think
Garcia's doing great.
A super talented chef who's a savvy businessman.
I think that
Who had the chutzpah to close a super well-regarded restaurant in the interest of his family.
I think Jay wrote a very scathing review once, and that probably shut him down.
First off, I've never wrote.
You are a fucking cunty yelper, aren't you?
Never once have I yelped. Never.
Cricket. I don't believe it.
I can tell you my favorite Yelp review.
Do tell. Go on.
Go if anybody who's listening, which I doubt. The Pleasure Dome, which is a strip club in the Poconos, has the greatest Yelp review I've ever read. And I think you should look up the Pleasure Dome and Yelp reviews and read it.
Have you ever been to the?
Certainly have.
Well, let's pull it up.
It's awesome. It's the dirtiest strip club I've ever been to. Things happen there.
Let's pull it up. Things happen there.
Things happen there. good things when you're a single man.
There's no sex in the champagne room.
It's way dirtier than that. First off, there's not a champagne room. There's a maybe champagne of beers room. And it's BYOB, and they have a cooler room.
Found a video.
That can't be it. I need a Yelp review, not a video. Pleasure Dome does not have a video.
It's the Empire State Building.
This wildly glamorous nightclub
no,
diva
this ain't it.
who's nursing
This is
a
not it. The Pleasure Dome, Poconos.
Lucy Lawless is a whore, but she's not a stripper.
Was that Xena the Warrior Princess?
I have no idea. I'm just being silly.
Pleasure Dome Poconos.
Yelp.
All right. Yeah.
All right.
All nude BYO
B.
Pleasure Dome.
Yes, you wheel in coolers of beer into the. It's fantastic.
101 Ice House Road, Whitehaven, PA. Is this near you?
Not even close.
Best strip club experience. Went with my wife and another couple. Couldn't have had a better time. All the girls were fun and respectful. Would drive 2 hours.
Yeah.
Just
No,
to
they are
go
not.
here.
That is.
Loads were blown.
Yes. Really? What we're-
Soiled my underpants.
Yeah.
Lots of fun.
No, keep going. I gotta find the one.
Private dances are
There it is. That's the best Yelp review of all time.
Oh, let's just look at the weak one.
The
first.
long one?
Yeah, dude. Whoever wrote that is a poet.
Great spot, hidden gem. Go with a group. Bring lots of beer. Pretend to spend lots of cash. I'm not a go-go bar dude, but this place is a fucking blast. Whatever you do,
2 men enter, 1 man leaves.
whatever you do, go here. All right, so let's get to it.
Emmett rules.
2 men enter, 1 man leaves. No wait, that's the Thunderdome. A boatload of guys enter, no money leaves, and credit cards are maxed out. Wedding vows are broken, and your jeans will probably be contaminated with chlamydia. Yeah, that's the Pleasure Dome.
That's quite an opening.
Oh, dude, super strong.
A bachelor party crew of 15 rolled in with me this past weekend, and craziness ensued. BYOB, so that meant full-on nudity for us to ogle. And with 40-plus ladies working it that night, there was much to ogle.
They have 2 rooms. They do a shower an hour, which is great.
Tell me more about the shower an hour.
They bathe each other on stage for, $2 or $3 at a time.
Lovely.
Yeah.
P. Diddy is the real Fleur de Lehigh?
Exactly.
Fleur de Lis is what it is, but Fleur de Lis.
The Florida Lehigh. They're in the Lehigh Valley, you
Oh,
dope.
okay, sorry. I don't know. It's all the Midwest to me.
Jesus.
As is the
Midwest starts at the
Poconos
Jersey border.
As is the Poconos version of Philadelphia's Daydreams. Only it's much cleaner on the surface. Better lighting, better decor, better women.
I wouldn't go that far.
Don't be fooled by the surface shine because they still get raunchy here. I was in the building less than 30 seconds when a freakishly tall female put her left hand on my back, leaned to my right ear from behind, and informed me that she had recently washed her woohoo for me and was willing to let me check on that with my olfactory senses if I so wished. So wait, she came up and she goes like this, "Hey baby, you want to smell my pussy?"
Yeah. So I took some friends there, and I said,
But she would definitely get me in there in the process. All while she had her right hand between a shocked friend's pants. Down a shocked friend's
Wow. So
So
she's telling me, you want to smell my pussy if you want to let you in there while she's jerking off my friend next to me? This is very fucking crude.
So I took a friend there. I took some friends there.
Is this your review?
No, this is certainly not.
All right.
So I told my friend Tim, I'm like, dude,
What's
again,
Jason's
handle? Emmett. Look at his little Fleur de Lehigh at the bottom. Anyways, so I tell my friend that I'm like, this place gets a little out there. He walks in. 30 seconds later, the dancer approaches him, grabs his crotch, and says, "You ready to come?" He looked at me and said, "I am."
Why do you look at you?
Because
Jason was the host.
Exactly.
That was impressive.
I actually had a stripper ask me to hit her. And when I smacked her, and she called me a pussy. And then she told me after the dance, she said, "When you're ready to take it seriously, let me know."
Did she pay you when you left?
Dude, they do an interesting tipping. You
Place
tip,
sounds amazing.
you tip beforehand.
What do you mean?
So you say
Like
you
for a
get
dance?
So say you get a lap dance, it's like $20. You tip before.
So it's like, I want a lap dance. She goes, I'll give me 20. Then you go in.
No, you pay 20 for the lap dance, and she's like, okay, you tip me now.
Oh.
And that's how dirty I get.
So you pay the door guy to get in the lap dance room. No, but you give the 20.
always pay the house.
That's what I
The
mean.
house gets
So you give the
paid.
20 up front,
Yeah.
and then she goes, well, where are we going with this?
Exactly, and that's what happens. So finish reading this lovely review.
Where are we? All while she had her right hand down a shocked friend's pants.
In the doorway.
Front of the house, they have a shower show stage wing to the left of the entrance, then the primary stage in the main hall, with the private room between and the champagne room behind. And while the ladies seem game for anything here,
They are.
the ever-present and beefy security guards most certainly are not. They were more than happy to prove that to another friend of mine. Almost every time he proffered a tip. A comical thing, this overreaction to accidentally brushing a dancer's skin, because these same ladies would happily shove your hand elbow deep inside themselves in the back rooms without anyone batting an eye. I mean, they're just doing their job.
Elbow deep.
Oh, boy.
Jesus.
This spot is a real money-making machine, and the girls seem to be more than eager to separate you from yours. So if you want to break from losing money, you better head over to the Mohegan Sun and just gamble your wad away. That's hilarious. That's hilarious.
I told you this is my favorite review.
How
of
far?
Yelp.
How far is this from Mohegan?
2 hours. Well, it's
Oh,
2 hours
wow.
from right this where it's 2 hours.
The only way to avoid being hounded for cash from these ladies is to stay consistently on the move. But if you're there in the first place, why would you want to avoid the ladies? Just make sure you empty your pockets of all receipts because you do not want that laundry day discussion. We offer a shuttle for $25 a head to help you get there. If you are staying in the area, includes $15 cover charge. It's pretty helpful since placing the sticks and cabs are expensive and rare. You may have gathered from the tone of my review that I am not the biggest Gentleman's Club fan, and that's true, but I, as well as all my friends, still had a great time here. Quite a wild wedding evening. Quite a wild evening indeed. And then the next review by Roman, do not ever go. Went here and pretty much dished out, put $100 for a shitty lap dance, induced by promises of great performance from a not-so-attractive stripper. This place isn't worth the money. Hit up an Asian massage parlor or screw your wife/girlfriend. All right, Roman.
I prefer Emmett's.
Yeah, Roman's a downer.
Yeah, but the rest of the reviews are amazing. They're all 5 stars.
So when are we going? Can we get a live podcast in the Pleasure Dome?
Probably.
They would take this kind of podcast. How many viewers do you have? None. All right. Bring it in, boys.
In the shower room.
Wow. They have a shower. So there's a shower on stage?
The stage is a
Oh,
shower.
I've never seen that.
Exactly. Go to the Pleasure Dome.
With proper plumbing.
Is there a website?
They have squeegees and
They have billboards on the turnpike. They have a Facebook page.
PleasureDomeBYOB.com. Bring that shit up. I mean, that's the best they could pull? That looks like a porn star. But that's not even like...
I mean, it is the Poconos.
play the video
It's
at the
down
bottom.
a
Is it,
dirt
is it a video?
road.
Oh, this is great. This
I'm gonna go with that's not at the actual Pleasure
half
Dome.
of the video is black. This is a terrible video.
It's a fire.
It's hot there.
Nobody looks like that. Nobody looks like that.
Bachelorette parties.
I don't know why there'd be a bachelorette party there.
Limo bus transportation. This is the worst fucking ad I've ever seen in my life. Ease, please, your sense. Those are ease. Wow, that's the most worst YouTube I've seen. That's worse than what we're doing right now. Let's see, parties.
Wow, that's a bold statement.
Parties. Let's get the details, dude. Hot girls. Let us drive you wild.
I think you should go to their Facebook page.
I think we should call them and ask them questions.
They
immediately.
do not like to be called.
But it says call now to book your party.
I might have called them before. And they did not accept my phone call I said, how many girls are working? He goes, why don't you drive here and find out? And hung up. Yeah, I wouldn't do that. Okay.
843 Rebel TV. Call today.
We're calling. What are you gonna ask them?
How many girls?
Pleasure, Dom. How can I help you?
How many girls are working tonight?
3.
Thank you, bud.
3. That seems weak sauce for a Thursday night.
He answered me, so he liked me better than you.
That's not a stretch.
Well, the pleasure dome's real.
Check the Facebook page.
Hold on, I want to become a dancer. What do I? I want to see what the application's like.
Are you addicted to drugs? You're in.
Bust measurement, waist measurement, hip measurement. Are you allowed to ask that on an application?
Probably because it's more about being a paid model.
Hmm.
Actually, they're probably independent contractors. So there is no...
Yeah, they're definitely 1099.
They're definitely 1099. Let's get into tax law in here. Really fucking stir it up.
What's hotter than tax law?
Hot tax chats. Wow. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Still nobody's watching us. Wait a second. Hey, ladies. Did somebody say hey, ladies to us? No.
Someone did earlier.
Damn it. Nobody's talking to us. Yeah.
Well, you see, it's we had people here earlier, and then the Twitch
took
people.
a break.
Well, we have Twitch and yeah.
Okay,
please
cool.
do,
Thank
please
you.
do. The Twitch people were here. The Twitch people come in droves, and still learning the ropes on how to get the Twitch folks in. Well, I have this contingent of people that seem to watch. These people come whenever we start streaming.
Do you recognize names like they've come?
Yeah, these people come and hang out. They're very cool, and I've checked out their streams. They're cool too. So that's kind of how it starts, I think.
Okay.
But this also streams to YouTube. But YouTube doesn't really have like a live presence so much. Like, how often do you go to YouTube to watch a live stream?
I don't go to YouTube to watch anything.
You've watched videos on YouTube.
Yeah, but I don't go there.
The point being is this.
This is foreign to me. You know this.
The point being is this. In order to even be remotely successful in this, is you have to consistently do it. You have to just keep putting out content. That's the key.
Have better guests than me.
That's not about guests. It's literally like I sat here and had coffee this morning because that's why I want to set it up. So it's like, all right, I'm gonna have coffee and fire up a stream, and then you kind of find out the time that your show works. Like there's people now I could show you that are like doing food and cooking things, and like there's
I've watched with you.
Yeah, I showed you quickly. Like It's kind of mind-boggling. Twitch is a platform mostly for gaming, right? YouTube is just people go to YouTube to watch videos. So this will be archived on YouTube. I don't know who's going to watch this. This isn't that great, but we're learning, right? So if we did this for 10 more times, we'd probably tighten this up to a good hour or 2 hour show where we're not having this downtime and nonsense. But you don't get this until you start doing it and figuring it out. You literally have to sit here and kind of play with it and see what works.
What have you learned so far?
You have to consistently do it to really learn anything. You have to keep doing it. See, schedules, like saying you're doing stuff and like actually putting out a schedule. The cooking shows that I was doing upstairs, like in the kitchen.
Right. How many times have you done this?
I mean, with people or just me?
Both.
Just me a bunch, because I would just fire it up for like 20 minutes, have my coffee, and leave. Like, doesn't really count. Sitting for like an hour plus and like committing time to it. 5, 6.
Okay. How'd it go the other night with your buddy?
It's fun, and I learned. We had music. We were watching music videos and ripping it apart. Hilarious, fun.
Yeah.
Good for live, but you can't archive them because they're music videos and they're copyright claims. So as soon as you're done, as soon as you're done streaming, I got a flood of emails. Oh, you played Madonna's fucking music video? Copyright claim, and then they take your video down. Oh, dude, the YouTube and bots just scan your audio at the second you're done streaming, and within minutes, I was like, "What the fuck are these emails?" I was like, "Oh," but there's some people that stream and then do that, and but like legalese is you're allowed free use, which means you can play a music video if you are like talking over and using it as content, right? That's like the idea. But you have to appeal it, and like I don't know.
Too much work.
If you're someone like Joe Rogan, who's like,
well, he has all that bullshit with YouTube.
That's what I'm saying, but because he's like a number. If he posts a video, he's getting million+ views. That's a huge part of like their profit center. if I had 100 views, I'd be very confused. Like, I don't know why 100 people are watching. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
and that's not making you money. But that, you know, you have a different concern when you're at that kind of level, though. But that's why their systems are just meant to auto flag you when you're doing that stuff, which is fine. Like, I get that. There's a copyright on that music. You can't play it. Like, it kind of makes sense.
Yes.
But you could watch other videos and shit on it, and like anything on YouTube that's not really copyright protected and get away with it. And you're not really using it. The thing that's trying to deter is like people just firing up streams and playing like a movie. You know, so like, oh, I got a new DVD, and then I just play it on my stream, and you watch my stream, and I get paid. I'm not doing that. Like, that's not what people are doing. Some people maybe. But that's like what it's meant to deter.
I get it.
If I'm playing a music video and we're shitting on it and laughing at it, that's legit.
Well, we've
content.
got good background music, free dance.
Well, this is free. I have to look up royalty-free music, and that's like what I use. So this music won't get us flagged. That's why it's like a weird bed of fucking ambient nonsense in the background.
Actually, it's
But-
sexy.
I mean, it's the kind of shit. If you go on any of the streams, it's just they just have this because no one wants to come here and listen to fucking. You know,
That
like no one wants to hear just the silence.
But I kind of want to have a background music in my whole life now.
You just want a bed. Like that's why this dumb generic background music bed works. You know, that I know. What I want.
I know what I want.
I want both. I probably want to start. I want both.
Yeah.
And I probably want to start.
That's that cider from what, New Hampshire or whatever?
So good.
We're going to do this for a little bit. You're moving in. I'm sweating. My ears are
I don't know
sweating.
if you need the headphones
Schwitzing, are
so
you?
much.
Yeah, a little bit.
It's just the background music. It's very low. You don't really need to listen to
It's
it.
good to talk, though.
Unless you want to hear me booming.
So let's talk about what the people said earlier this evening.
Well, we had people in here earlier. Like I said, some of these people that were in here earlier, they joined my stream before. So one of the larger streams that I did when I was testing upstairs, the kitchen stream in the kitchen cooking something.
I watched that one a little bit. A little bit.
I had a bunch of people in the room, and they brought a bunch of people. That's where I learned a lot about Twitch. People come into your room, and then they raid your room with other people. It's like a thing on Twitch. So Twitch is like a platform. I showed you the videos that these people do, right?
Yeah.
I'm still not an expert. I'm just giving you the verbiage.
Yeah,
that they
sure.
use.
I just don't understand it.
I know the words, and I know how to explain it to you.
Because you're old.
Yep.
I know how to explain it, but I can't explain it further than what I know. I mean, I don't know that much.
How many people are on Twitch? Right. I know you can't give me.
I know I can. You can pull it up, and I can tell you exactly how many people are on Twitch, like at this exact moment.
We're gonna drink a lovely cider right now.
So good.
Yeah, it is from Snowdrift out of Washington State. It's their red cider.
So
Naturally red.
Giddy up.
It's Swiss red apples also. So in the just chatting section that isn't video
Bill's
games,
30-second Swiss.
Bill's very largely Swiss, and the Swiss consulate agrees. Okay, so once you fucking back up there, fucking Mick Farley.
I love when Bill gets. Oh, it's his panties in a bunch. That is 19 ethnicities.
Very multicultural, very I'm a mutt. There's 120,000 people watching just chatting,
Fuck out of
and
here.
15,000 people watching the food and drink section.
And zero watching us.
Zero watching.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
We fucking
So
stink.
if you go to the food and drink section, right, this is the channel. This is what you see right now. So
1.5 thousand viewers. So
that's how many people are watching this channel now, the food and drink section. So the biggest viewers right now have 167 viewers, and this guy's always at the top. And all he does, and I don't know how he gets away with it, is restream old Food Network shows.
Ooh, I'd like that.
No content. It's just I don't know who this is. I don't know what
Ooh.
show this is. We could pull it up right now so you can see it.
Dude, Old Iron Chef.
No,
I'd
it's
be
like-
down with that.
I don't know what
Does
this
he
is.
comment on it?
No, it's just there's no personality. It's just
Oh, that's that old
not Food Network. Just
Italian
food
abroad.
shows. Oh yeah, that bitch.
She's making
Lydia? Is that Lydia?
No, it's Muddy Mary something. I
Whatever.
forget.
So that shit's on all the time. And now, then you go into the people that actually have content.
But wait, what about the lady who's making cornflake chicken tendies?
So this chick is pretty big, all right?
Okay.
And cherries.
We could watch the stream and make fun of it.
No, because that's not nice.
No, she's working hard. Leave
She's
her
work. She's trying to do what you're doing.
She's killing it. There's nothing really to mock. She's slaying the game. She's fucking
many
destroying us.
How many? Well, she has 79 people.
See, but look at her number one. See this checkbox?
Yeah.
That means she's Twitch like partner. So Twitch like pays her and gives her props. That's what that means.
Whoa.
Okay. And then two, look at her
I'm
kitchen.
gonna assume
this
they
is
don't
her
have a check mark.
This is her legit. No, this is her legit kitchen. She has a green screen in the backsplash, and that's what all this nonsense is that keeps changing.
Well, that's kind of cool.
Yeah, but
That
she's
really
always
is cool.
But she's always making. Look, Molly, I love you and all, but she's always making nonsense recipes. Like, she's not really like cooking and like giving you tips and shit. She's like, here's a recipe where we're just making some shit.
Is that a bottle of Wishbone salad dressing on her countertop?
No, I think that's Hidden Valley.
Yeah, I think, but one of you were right. And either way, that's why.
Is it the HVR?
Either way, that's why when I watched this, I was like,
I got that too. I got a shot for
that's
it.
why when I watched this, I was like, I think we could do better than this.
Oh, that's HPV.
So she's killing it right now in the food section. All right. And now, if you get out of
If by 79 people you mean killing it, she certainly is.
Look, dude, if you go on and you get 100 viewers a night, you can get paid. So now if you go to the...
I don't think that's true at all.
Now if you go to the just chatting section, this is a much larger...
Is that the Vatican? What is...
This is a much larger group, okay? So these are generally people, generally females, that chat.
Generally females.
Okay, so there's...
Look at the tits on that one.
2,500 viewers are watching this chick sit in a chair and talk.
Go to the other one with the big rack.
Yeah.
I didn't see it.
She obviously has something great to say. She has a sweet chair, though. I'm more interested in her chair. Go down, underneath, keep going down. Pan down. I feel like Booger from Nerds. Pan down. It's her. What's up with Tits McGee? That's it. I know why people are watching her. There it is.
Come watch me belly dance. So they essentially go on here and then ask for a certain amount of tips. People tip them, and then she'll go.
This feels like
dance.
pornography.
It's like borderline pornography.
I mean, you need to be over 18.
Yeah, come watch me belly dance.
But she's offering.
Which leads me to believe that she
may show a nipple.
May show an areola.
No, I don't think you're allowed to do that on the Twitch. You can't show nudity and stuff. So anyway, that's why I stick to the food and drink area because
I see pancakes.
I feel like I could smash these people here.
But doing what? Like this chick's trying to teach like a 22-year-old woman how to be a housewife and cook something.
The key
bullshit.
is consistency. You can't just start like a show and then have it take off. Like this guy's that chick has 80 viewers because she did it for a very long time, and then people tune in. And then every week she goes, Monday night I'm making this, Tuesday night I'm making this, Thursday night I'm doing this.
But who are the 79 people? Is like literally like some chick people. I shouldn't say chick because there's dudes who
people.
don't know.
It's
Yeah.
people who like legit use Twitch as an entertainment platform. And like,
Entertainment,
I'm
or are
watching.
they actually trying to learn how to cook for their family?
It's probably a mix because you could chat, and a mix of it is also I don't have cable. I'm just gonna watch Twitch. Dude, I'm telling you, you know people that watch Twitch all the time.
Yeah,
Anthony,
he's sitting next to me.
No, I don't. I watched it, was like baffled. Like,
and this thing got started with people playing video games on here, right?
Years and years ago, people the primary
Anthony still does that.
The primary
Did
still
you look at his house for Christmas?
I did.
The primary
Was FBI Vinny there?
No.
Damn it.
The primary function of Twitch is video games.
And I forgot all about it to ask him about it.
The primary function of Twitch is video games. The chatting and the food is like the lowest thing. There's people playing. I bet you 100,000 plus people watching people play Grand Theft Auto 5 right now.
That's the strangest thing I've ever heard.
Even stranger, they play Grand Theft Auto 5 and they don't sit and talk like this. They just put their screen of Grand Theft Auto 5 up and talk into the mic as if they're the character.
Stop. No, they don't.
It's called roleplay, and it's the biggest thing.
I mean,
on the
I
Grand Theft Auto
roleplay,
channel.
but it's a little different.
It's Grand Theft. It's called Grand Theft Auto roleplay, and they'll go into like the bank, and they'll stand there, and then they'll be like, "Hey, man, I just want to take my money out," and create a fake scene.
No, there's not.
You want to see it?
I kind of do right now.
No.
Yeah.
It's the biggest thing.
I don't. Oh. Why can't people just go out to bars and get drunk and try to pick up chicks that won't have sex with them? And that was what I did.
Go home and beat off.
Yeah. Yeah. Try to do it quietly so your parents don't wake up.
So any of these that you see, let's say RP or roleplay.
But I don't see any.
This is 12,000 active viewers.
Stop it.
12,000 people. Do you have your headphones on?
No, I don't.
Oh, well, you can't hear it then.
Sorry, Steve. May I?
Take it.
This is a shoddy setup here with only 2 headphones.
12,000 listeners right now.
You're never going to be able to please a woman.
But he's doing the guy.
It's like he's talking to me.
He's like trying to make his own movie, right? He's doing the guy inside the thing talking to the guy in the back.
There's a guy I can't see.
There's a guy in the back of the pickup, and
Okay.
then there's a guy driving. And now what you're hearing is he's making a fake conversation between the two.
He's pretending. He's playing pretend.
That's how many viewers are watching live.
Okay, that's horrendous.
And you wonder why I'm attempting to just drink in my basement and fucking see what's going on.
Did you watch the Ricky Gervais monologue?
You mean one of the greatest pieces of television in the history of the world?
Cool.
I
Good
did.
Stuff. Alrighty, cool.
I thought it was
reminded
grand.
me of that. Thank you. I'm glad you guys did.
Yeah, it's the Twitch thing's great. We're going to Twitch and YouTube. I don't think a lot of people watch YouTube live feeds, but it's just banking all the stuff just for content. The Twitch thing is mind-boggling to me, but the food and drink section of Twitch is very small and niche. So if you could get in there and people like what you do, then you get the followers, then you could take off from there.
Okay. I mean,
That's the idea.
You're a bright guy, and
You're not trying. I'm not trying to go in and take 12,000 viewers on my GTA feed. You're trying to get 100 viewers a night. I'm bullshitting and eating and drinking and paying for what we're drinking. That's the goal on Twitch, and then you take it from there.
I'm all right with it. I just don't get it.
Well,
and I'm all right with
here's-
not getting
here's-
it. I
here's-
don't want to get it.
Here's why it's okay, because we would just be doing this without microphones and headphones on.
Alrighty, point.
And
That's,
all you have to do is just do it like this a couple times and just see what happens. It's really no
this has
difference.
been our life the last 8
Yes!
months as friends.
That's-
So yeah, 100%.
That's my point. I'm not asking you to come over and fucking role play Grand Theft Auto with me.
Do you know how quickly I delete your phone
That's
number?
what I'm saying. Like, hey, Jay, I got a great idea. Why don't you come over and I'm going to play a game that you're not really interested in, and I want you to make believe you're a character and then just talk.
I don't know what would happen first: your phone number going away, or me calling Mark or Steve, going, what the fuck is that guy doing?"
But if
What happened to Bill?
Yeah.
But if I say come over and just drink with headphones on, it's a lot more appeasing.
Well, next time I'll bring headphones.
Yeah. Because this isn't stressful. This is just we're
I
doing.
just noticed how much nicer his headphones are than your headphones.
His actually sound better. His are much better than mine. These are garbage.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, they look nicer.
I took the garbage rig because I'm.
They
old
look
and hosting.
sleek.
They do.
Well, I actually have my. Actually, I can give you headphones. I have another petter over there.
It's okay. It's at the
Doesn't
point.
matter.
How long have we been
On his DJ setup behind the bar.
It's amazing how much shit you have in this house. Just by the way.
Got a lot of stuff here.
Well, you know, he's been living here for 35 years.
Unemployed for 34 of them.
That's not true.
Oh, look, there's a gigantic stand-up bass looming.
Do you need a bass solo?
Yes.
No, that's a different show.
That is. It's the Kevin.
Next time-
It's the Kevin Warnock hour. Like our Kevin Gruen hour. Shit, got my Kevin's mixed up.
Anyway, he's going to be here he's a special guest coming up. He'll be
Oh.
here soon. He'll actually be in that corner. We're going to be cutting to him for the music breaks.
That's not true.
No, it is.
Remember when we were
I
playing?
know it's the music corner, but Gruen's not going to come here.
Yeah, he is. He's
No,
coming.
he's not.
I already lined it up.
No, you didn't.
All right. Well,
He's booked.
yeah, he's booked, dude.
He's already booked. Remember when we were trying to book him to do tableside Caesar salads at our Purple Teeth party?
Now that would have been an entertaining Twitch day.
I have to pee. That was great, though. I want tableside Caesar still.
Still.
It tastes better when someone else tosses it next to
we
you.
actually told the story. I would make a joke about Kevin tossing salad right there. But
Don't do
That's
that.
not necessary.
That's
He's
rude.
He's a, you know,
It's very rude.
he's a nice guy. He's a sweetie.
We're on the internet.
Still a joke.
You're rude.
I see where you're going with that.
I know, it's funny.
You're a
Anyways, we
homophobe.
told the story of the Partito Italiano yesterday.
Partito, which one? One or two?
Both. We discussed.
The first one of all the copious amounts of food, or the second one where there was the highlight for me was the spectacular savoring fail.
We were just talking about that the other day with Mark, and you know what? Every time it comes up, he goes from being like this to like this.
Oh, yeah. I mean, whatever. If that happened to any of us, it would have been hilarious.
I was like, "Do you remember?"
it just happened to him. It could have been any of us. I would have went for the third or fourth poll, but you know.
We also discussed the paella party.
Oh, paella party was great. We were talking about who was I talking about paella the other night?
I think you and I were talking about it.
We got to do paella again.
And we discussed the old school steak and big fucking Reds party.
That was the Purple Teeth party.
Yeah, Purple Teeth party. Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say old school steak and red happens every week for me, but purple teeth party does not happen every
I was
week.
gonna say we just did it the other day.
Yeah, the purple teeth party that's a monumentous event where the wine outweighs the steak.
I was tanked.
You tapped.
Before a bottle of red even got opened.
That's unlike you too.
We drank.
We drank like 10 bottles of champagne and
That's
world-class
right. And
white
had a
wine
wedge salad.
before. Well, we had shrimp cocktail.
Yep.
And then we had unbelievable wedge salads. And there was 10 bottles of wine on the buffet.
Yeah.
Before
half
a
of which
single bottle of red was open.
Half of which was champagne. And that's when no one was there. We were crushing
There was like
champagne
there was like
bottles.
6 of us. Yeah, it was ridiculous.
We're just like pop.
We should probably do that again.
It was a lot of fun.
That was. I mean, I could throw it.
That was when we all lived within like
10 feet of each other.
Staggering distance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we all live within I don't know an
Hey,
eighth of a
did you
mile
get
of each
your
other.
apartment rented?
Not yet.
So he could stagger to his apartment.
Soon. I could just. There's this thing called Uber where you could
Weird.
just Uber home.
No,
It's really.
not allowed.
When you're not in the Midwest, you're not like 30 miles away from your neighbor.
Hey, did that Spanish guy ever come back around again from the paella party?
The paella party Spanish guy came by. We should.
And then he left.
That guy showed up with his weak dick, small, fucking puny ass
plate,
paella pan.
man.
I think he cried his way back to fucking San Sebastian.
No. He was from Valencia.
Oh, sorry. I think he cried his way back to Valencia.
He was from Valencia.
He showed up with all of the Spanish hospitality in his heart, and he just was not prepared. He thought we were talking shit when we said, you don't got to bring anything but your knowledge.
You know what?
He's a good dude.
He was a great guy.
I liked him.
Juan? No.
His name was Juan.
Juan.
I liked him immensely.
And
And
when
he
I
was-
told him, I said, you need to bring nothing. I told him everything I was going to have. And that's when I got the rabbits and the chickens.
Yeah,
everything
okay.
fresh.
We had everything.
We had the Bill went out and got the fucking. We wouldn't be able to fit that paella pan on this rig right here.
It's on the wall.
Oh, there
It's
it
right
is.
there.
There it is, right there.
It's on the wall.
I didn't even know it was right there.
That's a fucking wall piece.
And we got the rice, and we got the saffron. We had everything.
That should be
We
hanging
had
here,
we
by
had
the way.
an Augie for a few
Bill
hours.
made unbelievable fucking legit Spanish bread.
Oh my god, I forgot about that.
I had just cases and cases of crazy Spanish ciders
And those
Spanish
Ortiz
wines,
tunas,
and the tuna,
So good.
the tuna, the
cheese.
canned tuna, and the olive
all
oil,
the manchego,
all the cheese,
all the Marcona almonds,
all the almonds.
Because you bought 25 pounds of them on Amazon.
and then this Spaniard was legit.
He was
Spaniard.
tardy.
He was tardy.
Two things: sweet guy, awesome guy. Honestly, I don't think we ever would have thought of it unless I had met this guy.
It's fair. I mean,
Fair point.
he definitely inspired it for sure.
Totally.
Not shit talking him at all. It's just he
But
wasn't
he
prepared.
didn't listen.
He didn't listen
I told him, I said, all you got to do is show up
and show and
conduct.
and bring your knowledge.
Just conduct.
Bring your knowledge.
I said, we're going to have all the gear. We're going to have all the food. We're going to have all the ingredients. We're going to have all the beverages. We're going to have everything. And then he showed up and there was like 40 people there,
Yeah.
hammered.
No, he also showed up with his pan.
And like frozen peas.
And then when he showed up with his pan, and then fucking
And
saw,
like a ShopRite styro thing of chicken thighs.
and then saw that we had not one but two separate fire rigs going just to decide which one would be better for the pan. And then the size of the pan, and then the cauldron of stock we had going. He walked in, he's like, holy, he literally was walking around going, holy shit, this is fucking serious. We're like, dude.
I saw
And he came in.
panic wash over
He
him.
came in with a pan that was like the size of this keyboard. He came in like this with this wee little thing, and there's 40 of us fucking with the cider thing, like we're fucking true Spaniards. And he's just like, what the fuck? And we're like, dude, we told you fucking just show up. And
I
he put-
told him.
Yeah,
You know what I think?
then he
You know what I
moved.
think might have happened?
He
now
was
that I'm-
great, though.
Now that I'm thinking about it,
Still love him.
I think I might have got him too drunk that first night that I met him.
Well,
Because once I met him at a party in Highlands.
Yeah.
how good is that cider, though?
That's so good.
But yeah, he showed up and he was ready to go. He has pan, his pie, and then he just rounded the corner. I just remember the look on his face. He was just epic. I've never seen anyone look so stunned. He was just like, what the fuck? I was like, look at these breads. Look at all the cheeses. 7 different fishes that are just fucking cured. Different olive oils.
A bacalao.
The bacalao. The nuts. He's just like, it's like I'm home. We're like, yes. It said, and then there's 9 cases of different ciders if you need them. We didn't touch the White or Red yet, and he was just fucking blown away.
And maple water.
I mean, as great as that party was, I don't remember much about the paella.
But there was that was the maple water day.
The paella was
fine.
It was fine.
Yeah, it was fine.
It was fine. It was delicious.
Everything else.
By the time we finally got that giant pan of paella done, everybody was taxed. Everybody was fucking juiced. There's no
So it was the best paella ever.
I made so much octopus for that
Oh,
party.
yeah, dude, we ate so
I made the
much
octopus with the potatoes. And
I
the
used that
olive
pan
oil.
again here. I used that pan again here on the open fire in the back, so I have a good method for using it here.
Yeah.
And that came out really good. But again, you can't use that pan unless you got fucking 10 people at least.
Hey, you still have soup upstairs?
Yeah.
Okay.
Why?
He's hungry.
No, not me.
Oh yeah, tell him to come by and eat soup.
I have to get up tomorrow.
It's
Yeah, that paella party was fucking epic. But that also the other epic party was the fucking steak and red party. That was just epic.
both Italianos were
The
amazing.
Italiano, they were all great. Man,
They were all great.
I can't pick one that was better than the other.
We need to do another party.
Is what you're saying? Yeah, sure. Just
We do. The steak, I feel like we do that vein so often all the time. We have that so dialed in. It's like we shouldn't party that. You know?
it's a tight.
I feel like that's
tight group.
I feel like that's common.
Like we did it with 4 of us the other day.
That's what I'm saying. Like, how often do we just get big? I'm getting big steaks on the reg and eating them. Like, that's fun, but paella is this occasion. You need a lot of people for paella.
The move would have to be some sort of digging a hole in your backyard, burying a pig for a few hours.
That's good too.
Bill's got a pretty serious fire set up outside now.
You could do a serious fire burn out there. I think paella is key in that rig. You get a huge fire going, drop that fucking thing on there, and really temper it.
I think you could do a big fucking fun party here with paella being the central thing.
The thing with paella is you just need people.
Well, yeah, that
I'll
shouldn't
come
be
back
too
out
hard.
from the Midwest.
Yeah, we can get people.
Yeah.
And what else?
What do you mean?
Still
What
think-
else?
Oh, I thought you were saying paella is something else. So they were-
Well, yeah, I was thinking if you're gonna build like a giant fire,
yeah.
you know, we could fucking hang some steaks.
Yeah, of
and
course.
Roast
I
vegetables.
just
and-
want to bury a pig and cook it. Is that so wrong?
There's nothing wrong with that.
That's a Mexican party, though. That's
I
like
don't
a
mind with that.
that's a cochinita pibil party or something.
Or like a La Cajachina party, like the Cubanos do.
No, I'm right.
I am Cuban.
No, you're not.
I am.
Apparently he is.
Cool, great.
I am.
It's-
I'm legit Cuban.
No.
Off the boat
Just ask the consulate; they'll tell you.
from Havana.
It's the only city knows Cuba.
Well, no,
Anybody
no,
knows
my
Cuba.
family is from Havana, so whatever,
I
dude.
look at you and go Cuban.
You should go Cuban, Swiss,
By the
German,
way,
Italian.
Puerto
I should
Rico's
say.
a mess.
I heard they had yet another.
Did you see that natural arching bridge break?
Huh?
Look it up.
I'm good. Tell me.
It's one of the iconic landscape pieces of Puerto Rico. It's like
I did see that, and it made me sad.
yeah, it made me.
Does that
very
mean
sad.
it's cheaper real estate over there now, or what's going on?
No. It was like a natural.
Oh, I did see that. I saw
yeah.
that. I saw
Alright,
that.
so
I
why
saw
did you
that.
say you didn't?
Because I was not yesterday. It was like last week.
No, it was like 2 days ago.
Yeah, it was last week.
Or that would be this week. It's
Well,
Wednesday.
It was just the other day.
My week started.
I think it
Monday.
was.
So did. Anyways. Thank you, sir. Alrighty. How about how have you tried to just like cook a whole pig? How about that? It doesn't have to be underground.
I haven't. It could, but again, the amount of people you need for a whole pig, I'd rather do a paella party.
All right.
To me, that is the thing about it.
Maybe this time we do a seafood one.
The thing about a whole pig is that that's a lot of meat. Even if you get a small suckling pig, it's a lot of meat. It's a lot of one thing. If you get a paella party, It doesn't take nearly as long as a whole pig. It takes a minute, but it doesn't take nearly as long. You could time it out pretty good to be like, we're going to be eating around this time and be right. You could use just seafood, just chicken, whatever you want it to be, just vegetables. And more importantly, you can have other foods with it because you're going to have a little bit of that and a little bit of that. If you have just pig, you're going to have rice. You're going to have a vegetable, and that's really about it because there's so much fucking pig, you got to eat it all. I don't want 30 pounds of pig here when you leave.
You know a lot of people.
I know a lot of people, but they don't fucking show up here.
Of course they do.
Yeah, but I'm not going to get a fucking 200-pound pig.
You don't need a 200-pound pig.
You need a suckling pig.
Yeah.
I'd rather do a paella party. I think it's.
I already find that.
I think a paella party sounds more fun
Okay.
and delicious. You make a huge.
I was trying to come up with something that
sofrito.
we haven't done yet.
I think a paella party would be good. I feel like I'd rather do something that we haven't mastered. I feel like steak party mastered. If someone came to me and said, "I need to have a steak party," I'd be like,
I tried
I
to.
got you.
So I've been messing with the sous vide.
A what?
With a what?
The sous vide.
What brand do you have?
Excuse me?
The one I sent you.
Yeah, but what brand is it? I'm just confused.
I have no idea what brand it is.
Okay, so you're messing with the what?
Sous vide.
Okay.
I know that's probably incorrect.
It's completely wrong.
Yeah.
I don't give a shit.
You need to
know what I'm
say
talking about.
Le
The
sous vide.
machine.
All right, so you're fucking with it.
Yeah, I'm not good at it yet. I'm going to have to mess with the.
Well, what's
I got
not good?
one.
It's like it's funny because it's
So I
funny.
made- I
It's
made
funny you say
lamb.
this because I was just telling my friend about using it for a party this weekend, and he's never used it. So I feel like I'm talking to someone who like is a novice of it. So I'm curious. So what's your concern?
I feel like I've made 2 meals so far. I did
Alright.
lamb.
Lamb,
and
what cut?
shoulder.
Okay.
No, like a loin shoulder. No, not loin. Lamb shoulder.
Chop.
Chop.
Okay.
Shut up.
So a chop,
He
not a
just named
shoulder.
every
Yeah.
every fucking part of the.
Obviously.
Lamb, loin, leg,
Animals
chop,
anatomy.
shoulder.
And then I did a
Breast.
rib
Pecker.
steak.
what?
Rib steaks. Rib
Like a
steak.
ribeye.
They call it a rib steak. I don't know why.
In the Midwest, they call it rib steak.
Fuck. It's the worst.
No,
Where
really.
the beef vernacular is different. Because, the Midwest. It's all that corn.
Bone
So-
and rib steak.
All right. So what was it, like this thick?
Yeah.
What?
What
So-
temperature did you cook it
Not
to?
even.
The
What?
rib
What?
steak I did at 128.
Okay. Not mad at that.
Should have been fine.
How long did you go?
It's like an hour and 20 minutes.
Was it too raw?
It was a little. I think I
Because-
under.
Did you? So you pulled it out and ate it?
No, I seared it.
How long?
And in what type of fat?
Bacon in cast iron.
Good move.
But it something was off on it. Maybe I didn't cook it long enough.
Yeah, an hour and a half sounds a little shy.
And maybe
It was
maybe
probably cooked through, but you.
But I read that it
How,
was
seriously, how thick? This thick?
Yeah,
Or that thick?
that's gonna make a big difference.
that thick.
Then you needed
You
to go
didn't
longer
cook
than
it
that.
long
Yeah.
Is that okay?
So
that was the issue.
the beautiful part about sous vide is that when you put the stick in the water and you set it to 128, you said
128 for the.
you could keep that fucking thing in there, like by default, any normal size piece that isn't like a massive
It said
thing.
1 to 2 hours when in my little instructions.
4 hours, you could put it in there, and you could be safe that it's cooked at the temperature.
Okay.
Generally
So I
speaking,
undercooked it.
anywhere from like, and correct me where I'm wrong here, Steve.
I will.
Anywhere from 4 to 12, you're going to be getting the same. Nothing's really going to change. It's going
Right.
to slowly break down the fibers between 4 and 12 hours, but it's going to be very similar. So
That's where I think you're wrong.
okay.
I think that when you take a large piece of meat like that and you put it into a water at 128 degrees, especially straight from the refrigerator.
I had it out for an hour.
Okay, so it was still room temperature.
You're vacuum sealing it,
So
though?
it's still,
sealed, sure.
it's still, yeah, I would hope so.
Yeah.
It was still pretty cold. It was still half the, almost, it was still colder than the 120 degrees. So when
For
you
sure.
put that 70
You got
degree
an hour
piece of meat in
balance.
there, it's going to drop the temperature down to
Sure.
75, 80.
Mm-hmm.
And then it takes a minute for that to come back to 128.
Mm-hmm.
And then
Your time starts.
is when your time starts.
Oh, I
Yeah.
didn't think about.
Yeah.
But from
All right.
there,
Just going to what your point is with the time frame. Will it be okay? Sure, but when you get down, let's say you cook that steak for 2 hours, it's going to be perfect
2 hours at actual temp.
at actual temp.
You'll notice if you have it set to 125 and you have the vacuum sealed right from the fridge and put it in, it'll drop.
Yeah, I had it out for a while.
Okay, but you'll see when you put it in,
for
the
sure.
125 number will go down because you're
Absolutely.
cooling the water. So you can't count the clock until it goes back to whatever
Okay,
number
see,
you're
and
looking
this is
for.
why I asked.
And 2 hours is generally shy. I'd say every 4 hours on the steak that's like this or less, that's when you start working to talk about muscle fibers. But an hour and a half, no, you got to go longer than that.
Okay. Well, it just said an hour, and I was like, oh, okay.
I just wanted to say the problem you get into with a long cook on a tender piece like that is that it will fuck with the texture.
It'll start fucking it up.
100%.
Over time, though, like I think you have at least 4 hours.
Like if you had it at 128 degrees, like an 1.5 inch, 2 inch steak.
4 hours.
For 4 hours, I think you'd be fine.
Yeah.
When you get into that 6, 8, 12,
You're pushing it.
Now you're fucking with the actual texture of the steak
The
because
fibers are getting weird
that
now.
temperature is going to break down the protein.
So I need 3 to 4 hours.
Yeah,
Probably what it should
I'd say 4 is for a big boy steak like that, a nice big steak. 4 hours is a safe number where you're not going to fuck with it. It's going to definitely get the temperature. And the beautiful part about it is like one of the best parts of the sous vide is if you're vacuum sealing it, throwing in the sous vide for 4 hours, you could throw 6 of them in there, pull them out, and just keep them cooked in the fucking fridge because they're vacuum sealed, and pull them out whenever you want to eat a fucking steak and you're ready to go.
I find that I think what he's saying is correct, but if you're going to put a bunch of steaks in the water at one time,
temperature,
the amount of, and even when it comes back to temperature, the volume of product that you have in the water will also need a longer cook
time.
Gotcha.
You have to be very cognizant of
I gotta pee.
Volume of solids versus water, because the sous vide is circulating the water, and if you put more shit in there, the circulating of water is less.
So I ended up the next night I did the lamb, and I did it for like 2.5 hours.
What cut is that?
Chops. Chops. Yeah.
You should go.
But not like the butterfly. You know what I mean?
Starting
It's
sous vide though, like just to like start fucking with it. Fuck the times, whatever it says. Anything that's a reasonable cut, that's like something you would just eat on a plate without like if it's not a huge roast, just do 4 hours because it sounds just like you're cutting it too short.
I 100%.
So just do like a 4 hour. Just call it 4
4
hours, and then pull it, and you could either eat it right. You could cook it, then sear it, or just throw it in the fridge because it's cooked in the bag and vacuum sealed.
Right.
It's removed of bacteria and it's vacuum sealed. You keep it in the fridge for weeks, and you're fine.
Yeah.
You could literally cook a steak in the sous vide to temp, chill it down, throw it in the fridge for fucking weeks. I've literally had months old steak, and then you pull it out, sear it, eat it, and you're like, oh, it's fucking delicious.
And well, I'm just starting to.
It's a different method that you really have to. Once you like get more accustomed to it, you'll understand what it's like a tool more than like a cooking device. Like it's really interesting. Once you start like getting comfortable with it, it's such a tool because like I'll make
the brand was started with an A.
It doesn't matter. I was just fucking with you with the.
Oh, great.
Because you said
Cool.
sous vide or whatever.
I'm like a sous vide.
Yeah, it was just fucking with it. The brand doesn't matter. They all do the same thing. They all get the temperature.
Yeah, I don't like the vacuum sealer because it sucked all the liquid.
Some because you probably put maybe too much liquid in there. Sometimes they're not generally good with liquids.
Yeah, I had some chicken thighs I threw in, and I just to throw it in the freezer, I decided to vacuum seal.
The other thing with sous vide is you'll learn you don't need to season it nearly as much because it's cooking. You're sucking all the air out of the environment,
right?
And it's super like anything you put in there. Like I think of it as like, and Steve could correct me if I'm wrong. Anything that you put in the bag is generally going to be intensified 2 to 3 times. I feel. Steve, do you agree with that? Seasonings that you put on a steak, like he's saying you marinated something and then you put it in the steak and he vacuum sealed and the liquid came out.
So on the rib steak, I threw a couple pats of butter and a thing of rosemary.
Great, delicious.
And then just sucked it down.
I was just saying that be cognizant of anything you put in the bag for seasoning because you don't have to marinate it nearly as long, and generally everything is like a times 2 or 3 multiplier being in the sous vide bag. Like the flavors come through huge via sous vide. Like even olive oil. Like if you cover a steak in olive oil and put it in sous vide and cook it, you'll taste olive oil in your steak. And generally, if you cook it, you will not. I feel.
I would tend to agree with that.
Yeah, the flavors, anything you put in there is super intensified. So the amount of like thyme that you or rosemary.
I just did like sprig.
And I would do the same thing. If I'm roasting a steak, I'm going to toss some rosemary on it. Cool. But if I was going to sous vide it, I would be very like a little rosemary in there because it's going to go a very, very long way.
My favorite things to do with that technique is really long things that need like a long cook, like a short rib or like a chuck roast or a shank.
Yeah, I wanted to do like a prime rib.
Those chuck roast
or brisket.
Dude, I've been chuck roasting.
I've been doing.
I've been getting the cheap fucking chuck roast. heavily, aggressively seasoning with salt and pepper and throwing it in a vacuum seal and cooking it for like 8 to 36 hours, anywhere in between. Because there's so much connective tissue in there, you could cook it fucking forever. And then just pull the bag out, chill it down, and then when you reheat it and sear it and slice it, it literally eats like fucking prime rib. You would not know the difference. There's so much fat in it, and it melts in the sous vide process. Because the longer you keep, like that ribeye steak has some fat, or like a strip steak, whatever, like some fat. When it sits in there for that 24 plus hour, all of that shit starts breaking down, and when you reheat it, it's just so good.
Anybody can cook a New York strip or a ribeye on the grill.
Yeah,
that's not a big deal. Doing something that you would typically braise, that takes a long cook, and doing like even like a 48 or 72 hour sous vide cook on it, and then doing exactly what Bill said. Then you take it out, you put it in a water bath, and an ice bath as soon as you bring it out of the water, and you bring that temperature down real quick. That's the safest way to do it. And then refrigerate it for a day or two or a month, whatever the case may be. And then you pull it out and you sear it one day and you bang it in the oven real quick, and then you carve it and put like a nice gravy on top of it. It eats like butter. It's where you really take an inexpensive piece of meat and really bring it to...
That's when you go to the store and you see those chops and those big cuts that are on sale for cheap.
No.
And you go, give me a fucking big ass piece of that. And then you bring it home and vacuum seal it, cook it, and then put it away until, like I did it a couple times. I was so enthralled by it. I took one of these I have like a fist sized chunk of chuck steak. It's maybe this big. And it's like
in his ass as we speak.
Yeah.
It's right up my ass.
I'm very familiar with the size of a fist.
And it's I have it sous vide, perfect temp, and it's sitting in a vacuum seal bag in my fridge. So any night I need a quick beef roast, I pull it out. I would probably sous vide it again to get it back to temp, because I would want it to be warm through. I feel if I seared it, the middle might not.
It depends on the size. I think
big.
if it's a bigger piece, it's a smart move.
It's like that. So I might just fire the sous vide up, throw it in there for an hour just to kind of wake it up, and then hit it with that sear, and then it'll probably be where I want it to be.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to messing around.
You have to think of it. You have to think of it as not as much as a time, like an hour and a half, 90 minutes, 100 minutes. Like it's not that kind of method. Like you're temperature controlling the proteins, in a way that like. I don't know. Just keep doing it. The more you do it, it'll be better. And I'd stick with the 4-hour base. I would do anything you do, 4 hours, because then you can't fuck up undercooking it. 4 hours at proper temp. Nothing you put in there is going to overcook it for, and you're always going to be good with that, I think.
Except maybe a ribeye.
You'll still, if you do a 120, if you do a rib steak at 125 and pull it out and sear it real quick, it's still going to be 125. He's not going to be mad.
He's not.
What are you trying to say, Bill?
I'm just saying he's not going to be mad. Where'd you get your steak?
My butcher.
So tell him to cut it double thick. Tell him to give you the man cuts.
Who's the big Midwest grocer?
Is
that Piggly Wiggly?
But I don't. There's no Piggly. What the? No.
Seriously, who is the Midwest grocer?
Yeah, is it Stop and Shop?
We have the Giant Eagle.
I guess that's the end of our broadcast.
I didn't take a picture of it.
Picture of what? Giant Eagle? Oh, yeah, I want to see it.
By the way, for your next party, you can rent a bouncy Irish pub for your backyard.
Well, I guess we could put a big cauldron over the fire at the back and boil some corned beefs. Sounds fun.
Let me see if I have a picture.
I'd rather paella party it. I think that's the next big party. I have some nice bomba rice.
Bomba.
A bamboleo.
Bomba.
I'll make a nice big sofrito stock. Get some of those. Maybe we'll kill my chickens out back. That looks fucking delicious, dude. I mean, that looks good. It's a lot of rosemary.
I saw that
Was it very rosemary-y?
I saw that giant basket of eggs you got over there.
I got a lot of eggs. Take some.
I saw that, and I will.
Like, that steak's going to be a fucking rosemary steak. No, it's okay. You learn. It's probably still delicious. Doesn't mean it's bad. It just has it probably had more rosemary than you were like, wow, this is a lot of rosemary.
I went outside. I have a rosemary.
Yeah.
Don't listen to him. This looks great.
I didn't say it didn't look great. I didn't say I wasn't going to eat it. You guys want to eat steak? I got a steak out in the fridge, too, if you want to eat it. Should we cook it real quick?
Oh, that one that you're...
Son.
I don't even know what you're doing.
Dry aging.
Well, it's not really...
I
I mean, I guess it is, but...
Dry-ish
A
aging.
little more circulation. What is that? It's a bone-in
It's a strip
shell
from,
steak?
That's the one from strip steak, Angus strip from the Food Town that they cut like that.
You know, the Food Town.
The Food Town.
You know, that Jersey grocer.
You can take your headphones off. Headphones
We're
off.
recording.
I thought you said it was over.
I was kidding.
Oh. I actually thought you were not kidding. Just stop.
Everything is content.
Just fucking
Jay.
stop.
It's content
This is
24/7.
Certainly not content.
This is great content.
It's
Bill clearly went to the Gary Vee school of
who's Gary Vee?
internet success. He's the guy.
You've never seen?
He's the Belarusian fucking wine lord
He's your doppelganger.
who's your uncanny resemblance has.
It's not uncanny.
You've never
It
seen
is.
him?
Yes,
I'm gonna-
I know who it is, but I don't know what he is. You talk like he's a friend.
What's his when he was older?
Well, I
when he was
mean,
younger.
we grew up in the same hood.
When
I
he
mean,
was-
not Belarus, but you know,
when he was
Union County.
When he was younger and did the wine tasting, what was it called?
I don't know. Gary V's wine something.
There it is. This is you, Jay.
This is not me. I'm the guy from that TV show.
What? You're a lot of people. This is definitely one of
Kieran
you.
Culkin.
That's you look like Kieran Culkin, but this is definitely you.
Not TV. I can't hear it, so it's okay. It's okay. First off, he looks like a Green Bay Packer fan,
He's a Jets fan. He's like,
but he's got a cheese head on.
but he's the biggest Jets fan. There you are. That's you,
Okay.
dude. This is you.
That's Jason after a fucking 3-day bender.
Butter and oak, little smoked wood, little too much acidity on the mid palate. Big finish, lots of flavor, a little bit too over the top with the oak for me.
He's drinking some shite wine there.
Yeah, that Ravenswood is fucking bullshit.
Do you know what we need to
This is
do?
quite a few years.
I have a great bit. We need to get the wines that he drinks and live taste with his old videos. I think that's actually pretty funny.
I don't hate it.
I think it would be fun to get those 3 wines and do episode 139 with him live.
That's good content.
Glad to hear that. I think that would be fun.
He said content 29 times today.
Did he?
Since I've been here at 7 o'clock.
We're just making content. That's all.
He sounds annoying.
That's why we say he sounds like you.
That's not true. He's not annoying. He's actually a super sharp, impressive fellow.
Of course he is.
Anyway, I think one day if we're not cooking, next time we should.
Dare I say he is one of the pioneers of the internet wine business.
Oh, for sure, without a doubt. I mean, he turned around his story. His dad had a shitty little liquor store, and he turned it into a wine library.
I know this. I know the store, and I know the story well.
He's mildly successful in that stuff.
Yeah.
Alrighty, I'm going to bed.
All right, let's shut it down.
Same.
All right, everybody. Thank you for joining.
There's nobody.
We will see you next time. I bid you adieu.